I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, what's good, party people? Another place to be. Welcome to the next morning drive. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Andre Bryant in the building. What's good? Cuts, kicks, and nicks. What's good? What's good? Y'all see the title. Y'all see the name of the game. Y'all know what we about to talk about for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. How's the lighting in here? Let me see. Let me see. How's the lighting? Let me see if I can. Is that better? Yes! That's better. What's good? What's good, party people? Good to see y'all. It's Monday. It's good. It's good. What's good? What's good? Yo, so I'm chilling. I'm on my bed and I'm watching TV like others. You know what I'm saying? And I see the commercial flash across the screen. And I'm like, yeah, who want to see Jay Crowder? Who want to see John Morant? John Morant ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? John Morant ain't no, you know, don't present you with. And hey, John Morant is from my area too, by the way, and I ain't hating on him. But he don't give me star vibes. He give me great NBA player vibes, but he don't give me star vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a difference. You don't have to be the best player in the game to be a star. You know what I mean? Like for instance, a lot of people's favorite NBA player, Damian Lillard, is a star, and he don't do nothing. 19 coming, NYC in the building. What's good? FIBA Frank talk soon come. Luca Valdoza talk soon come. But I want to touch on something at home first. I want to start the home base talk first. Right? Even though Julius Randle gives me the popular player vibes, Julius Randle doesn't give me the star vibes. D is balling in the place to be. What's good? Emmanuel Quickly kind of gives me that star vibes. You know what I mean? Star. STAR vibes. Right? But how are we going to get them there? How are we going to get them there, yo? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you this though. I tell you this. It's a lot of good players in the NBA. It's a bunch of different type players. You have your compilers. Like Devin Booker is a compiler, in my opinion. A compiler. Take a lot of shots. Whatever. Bradley Beal is a compiler. He ain't a star. Bradley Beal can score, but he ain't a star. Like, give you an example. I'm not racing home through traffic to watch the Washington Wizards play the Memphis Grizzlies. I ain't rushing home in traffic to see that. Right? I'm not rushing home to watch Devin Booker versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Wayne Peterson is in the building. Kane Jerry was good. 19 Conman NYC 84 was good. Real King is in the building. Salute to my brethren. Salute. Salute to the Blorangetears family. Right? I'm not rushing home to watch Bradley Beal versus the Detroit Pistons. Right? But this kid, Emmanuel Quickly, is exciting. He has this panache. Quickly has this je ne sais quoi that can't be quenched or put out in bad circumstances. Quickly has what they call in the game the it factor. It's like Hoodie Kev. Hoodie Kev has the it factor, whether people want to recognize that or not. But like, put Hoodie Kev on a screen with a bunch of different dudes, and Hoodie Kev pops, stands out. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Some people have it, some people don't. And they don't need to be mad if you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things. You can't describe it. You can't go buy it. You just have to have it. Right? And Quickly has it. Obi Toppin has it. And you can tie it directly to kind of like his aw shucks personality. Like, aw shucks, I'm barely dunking on y'all big man like that in traffic or with a bad pass. Aw shucks. Bro, come on, Obi. We know you're not barely dunking on nobody. We know your daddy is Dunker's Delight, bro. We know this. Atmosphere audio was good. Are these two kids ready to be stars? And I know y'all don't want to start y'all Monday morning off with speculation like, oh, man, come on, Uncle Freezy. You couldn't have come up with, we can't just talk about Damian Lillard and Ben Simmons for 3 hours. And we can, but I just want to introduce something different. Because I know y'all want to get y'all Damian Lillard fixed. Oh, I saw Damian Lillard the other day. He looked great. Nah. And y'all know I'm just messing around. I'm just joking with y'all. Y'all my people. Y'all know I'm just messing around. Jay Brute was good. Atmosphere audio, your logo look dope, bro. I like that. I like that logo. Bro, I'm telling you, this kid Obi and this kid Quickly, they have it. Both of them. Both of them have it. And you don't just go buy it, go work in the gym to get it. You are born with it. Like Quickly has it and RJ Barrett doesn't. Does it make RJ Barrett a bad player? No. RJ Barrett's a really good player. RJ Barrett's a really, really good player. But he don't have that star factor, bro. He just don't. Zion Williamson has it. And not just because he can dunk from out of space, but people are intrigued by his personality. Right? People are intrigued by Zion's, oh shucks, I didn't really mean to dunk on y'all whole team. It just happened with Zion. They like Zion's personality. Right? They think Zion is like the Incredible Hulk, but jumps like Jordan. Right? But none of that matters because when he do it, he's like, oh man, I really didn't mean to dunk on everybody like that. Right? Sid Mears is in the building. What's good, Sid Mears? But Zion's personality, like I'll give you an example. Yo, Robert Paul's in the building. What's good? Yeah, David Parker has a point, right? David Parker says Magic Johnson was the ultimate at it. Like you couldn't describe what it was. You just saw it. Like nuanced stuff. Right? That Nick Ewan is in the building. What's good? Salute to my peoples. And I'm here to tell you that Emmanuel Quickly has it. G. Robinson, salute. What's good? Obi has it. Like Obi has this thing where like he's the accidental hero. Like, oh man, I didn't really mean to hurt the bad guys and save the day. It just happened. Oh shucks. That's Obi Toppin, right? So he has a different version of it, but he has it. Quickly has it. Julius Randle don't have it. Julius Randle has a small amount, some like ability, right? And I'm not knocking Julius. I like Julius. He has like ability, but Obi has it. Emmanuel Quickly has it. That thing that make you want to go out and give you an example. Julius Randle, you like Julius Randle because he produces. Right? You like Julius Randle because he produces. Right? There's no harm in that. We like producers. We like top producers. Right? We like top producers. We want guys to come in here and produce at a high level. Doesn't mean they'll be a star though. Don't mean they'll be a star. Think about just stay with me. Yo, Shalindra, what's good? What's good? Much love and respect. What's good? So I'll name a few Knicks and you tell me if they have it. Julius Randle, no. Julius Randle does not have it. RJ Barrett does not have it. Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose has a version of it, but Derrick Rose does not have it. Right? Mitchell Robinson has a version of it. People like the camera seems to like Mitchell Robinson. Right? You catch Mitchell Robinson on the camera, and no matter what he's doing, it's intriguing to you. Like some people don't like Mitch. Some people like Mitch need to grow up. He a grown man playing NBA basketball. But the kids and the women, they like Mitch. You know what I'm saying? And quickly has it. Obi Toppin has it. Like David Parker is listen, me and David Parker are all on the same page. Klay Thompson doesn't have it, that factor, but he's an excellent player. Right? Like Klay don't have it, but Steph has it. Right? Like Steph Curry has it. Right? And people will compare Steph and Dame Dollar. Like Damian Lillard has likability and he's a high producer. Steph Curry has it. Right? It's just how it works. And I know it sounds unfair, and it probably is, but what I'm saying is yo, Black University is in the building. What's good? So G Robin says, nah, that's not what I'm saying. So by it, do you mean leadership skills? No. Because there are dudes in the NBA that are less productive but are excellent leaders. Right? Right? There are excellent leaders, not only in the NBA, that walk amongst us, but they don't have it. Right? Like for instance, like with your family, you have a auntie that or an uncle that's the organizer in your family. Right? When something good happened, they call everybody, they letting everybody know, like blah blah blah, blah blah blah, boom boom boom. And all you got to do is show up. They the leader, right? Yeah, your auntie, like y'all walking in the family reunion, she giving y'all a package. It got like y'all bingo cards and y'all family reunion T-shirts and blah blah blah, all of that in it. And you ain't had to do nothing but show up. That person that did that is a leader, organizer. You know what I'm saying? The head, they want to make sure everybody is understanding their role. Does that make them the star? No. That don't make them the star. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. Right? Obi Toppin. Obi has it. Right? Oh, but Obi has this thing that draws you into his personality, right? Emmanuel quickly has something that draws you into his personality. RJ Barrett doesn't, because RJ Barrett doesn't want to be that. Right? I'll give you an example of a person that didn't have it and then eventually became the person that had it at a later age. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, well, you know what? I may be wrong. Because Kobe Bryant You know what? I'm wrong. Kobe Bryant had it from day one. I had to rethink that one for a second. Kobe Bryant had it from day one. Kobe Bryant took Brandy to the prom. Y'all remember that R&B singer Brandy? Y'all remember her? Y'all remember Brandy? He took her to the prom. And when they were holding hands walking into the prom, he was looking at the camera like, I'm sorry that y'all allowed me to take y'all darling or young R&B singer to the prom, but it's prom night. And Kez was like, oh, look at Cole, look at Kobe. Look at Cole. Look at Beans. Yeah, so I rethought that on the fly. Yeah, Kobe did have it from day one. There was a swag there with that young man. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Right? But Byron Scott said, and I think this upset some people with the Lakers, right? Byron the Frenchman Scott, he was the starting shooting guard for the Lakers when they were winning championships. He was like, yo, this young kid, Kobe, is giving us the business and practice. And in about 2 or 3 years, y'all gonna know his name. Right? And Kobe was coming off the bench behind Eddie Jones. And he should have been, because Eddie Jones was the man. Eddie Jones might be the first person that this generation remembers as 3-and-D. Right? Yes, Eddie Jones out of Temple University was the first person y'all probably remember. I mean, except for cats my age and older, that was labeled 3-and-D. Right? So Kobe had it from the beginning. I remember not liking Kobe because I saw a televised game by them, and he did a 360 dunk in traffic. And I was like, kid, just put the ball in the basket. Y'all only up by 4 or whatever the score was, and he did a 360 dunk in traffic. To me, that was too flashy. That's still too flashy. You up by 4 and you gonna risk missing a basket by doing a 360 dunk in traffic? Right? Kobe had it. Right? Even in his later years when he was mad inefficient. To me, Kobe Bryant played too long. He turned from a game. And listen, I'm staying on the it factor, but Kobe played too long, and he became a compiler. Right? I want to be known in circles as, you know. Ain't no harm in not being in the top 10 in such and such stat, Kobe. Come on. So D is saying, so far I'm gathering is popularity by popular consensus. No, what I'm saying is that popularity is an end result because people could become popular even if they're a compiler or a leader. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is you have to have the type personality that draws people in for you to be a star. You know what I'm saying? You have to have, for instance, Tom Cruise is a star, right? Jason Statham is a good actor, right? Tom Cruise is a star because when you see Tom Cruise or something, you're like, yo, it's something about this dude, right? But Keanu Reeves, he's just a good actor. And no, it's not about the type of movie because Keanu Reeves has done John Wick and The Matrix. And I just think he's a good actor. or decent actor. He ain't even good. He just decent. But he ain't Tom Cruise. When Mission Impossibles come out, I'm like, hey, Mocha, listen, what you doing Friday? Oh, you having surgery? Hey, cancel that. We going to see Mission Impossible. Yeah. Yo, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Right? It's the thing that Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin have, and the irony is that they have it and they're in New York. Right? Oh, David Parker hit one on the head. Okay. Again, David Parker is smashing. Yo, listen. Hulk Hogan, right? Listen. People can say what they want to say about Ric Flair, right? They can say what they want to say about Ric Flair, but listen. You can say what you want to say about Ric Flair, Macho Man, Randy Savage, whomever from a bygone era. But nobody, and I mean nobody, got people's attention in the early 80s when it came to wrestling like Hulk Hogan. I love Junkyard Dog, right? Junkyard Dog looked like one of my uncles, and he came out to dope music. All this stuff, right? Love Junkyard Dog. Dope name, Junkyard Dog. That, I mean, come on, right? But when Hulk Hogan theme music came on, before he came out the back, in American, yo, you lost your mind. I'm telling you, as a skin and bones kid, when I heard Hulk Hogan music, like busting out of t-shirts, brother. Yes. If as a kid, it drove you crazy, bro. Hulk Hogan had it. Junkyard Dog, not so much. Junkyard Dog was likable. Ric Flair was a compiler, right? Ric Flair was a compiler. He ran down all these down south circuits and won all these 52,000 championships against dudes you ain't never heard of in your life. Ric Flair had it later. Ric Flair had it when they went to TNT. Right? Well, once Ric Flair got on TNT, he was too old. But he had it then. But young Ric Flair, I wasn't I was not getting off the merry-go-round with Meredith to go see Ric Flair. You hear me? I was not gonna get off the stoop with Meredith to go see Ric Flair. Hey girl, you crazy? I gotta go see Ric Flair. Nah. That just wasn't happening. But Hulk Hogan, I'm like, girl, I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Nick Ewan is now you see what I'm getting at. The Rock had it, right? The Rock had it. The cameras loved The Rock, right? The cameras they still love The Rock. The dude, me and this dude, I think I might be older than him by a couple years or so. But the dude is still, come on, bro. The camera still loves The Rock. You put The Rock in anything and people are going to see it. And what I'm saying is Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly may have it. I think they do. I might be wrong. No, nobody's right 100% of the time. Brandissimo was good. Brandissimo was good. Was good. He said Shawn Michaels had it. I know what Shawn Michaels did have. The best finisher of all time. Sweet Chin Music. Sweet Chin Music. You mess around and let Shawn Michaels get the Sweet Chin Music, and it's a wrap. But what I'm saying, what I'm talking to y'all about Emmanuel Quigley and Obi Toppin, I don't know if it's directly tied to basketball or if it's just their personalities. Let me throw this thing in here real quick. Right? Just throw this link in the chat. So the thing about it is some people have it and some people do not. Right? Some people have it and some people do not. And you can't be mad at them for having it. Like for instance, I know I don't have it. I don't have that it factor, that thing that pop off the screen or whatever. Right? So I ain't gonna front and try to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front and try to be that guy. I'll tell you who does have it. My main man that do the videos, the one that's in love with Lonzo Ball, he has it. When y'all see him on the screen, the dude can legit get on there and just chew hubba bubba, and he gonna get 20,000 views on a video in the first blah amount of time. And get a gajillion likes. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. What's up, boss?
What up, man? How you doing? Good morning.
Good, man. I'm good.
Okay, so listen, I ain't trying to argue with you. I ain't trying to debate with you. I'm actually trying to follow you. I'm trying to walk with you.
Right.
And a couple of sentences, describe to me what you define as it.
I did that already in the beginning.
I didn't. I wasn't here at the beginning. I caught you midstream.
Okay. So it is a certain je ne sais quoi, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is what it is. Like I'll give you an example of it. Right.
No, I heard your examples. I was just wondering if you could define it.
Yeah.
Like if The Rock has it, what is it that he has that defines it?
It's such a combination of things,
mm-hmm.
and it applies to and it's different with different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, the it that Kobe Bryant has
mm-hmm.
and the it that The Rock has are different.
Okay.
Right.
Still trying to follow.
Like for instance. Give you an example. Allen Iverson was ruling the world in '96, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Allen Iverson is going to be the number one pick. And people are like, and Knicks fans are like, I wish we could have an Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. But this kid, Kobe Bryant, is creating buzz parallel, but not up to the par of Allen Iverson. Because Allen
mm-hmm.
Iverson was playing for George, Hoya Paranoia was still running wild in '96. Hoya Paranoia was real, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Kobe Bryant had height running parallel, but not equal to, because Kobe Bryant was a high schooler,
mm-hmm.
right? And Kobe Bryant was doing things on the scene, like Kobe Bryant to be in a magazine just doing like this, and ain't saying all the interview. He ain't said a word. I like basketball. I want to play. I think I can make any team better. But the photo shoot tell you this dude is dripping with some type of swag that an 18-year-old man shouldn't have. Right? And
mm-hmm.
then you find out this kid is fluent in 6 languages. His pops played in the NBA. Kobe didn't play on a playground. He played against grown men since he was like 12. You know what I'm saying? All these different things. You know what I'm saying? All these different things with Kobe. And so Kobe Kobe had it in a different way than AI had it. Like for instance, I argue all the time that Allen Iverson didn't have it. He had relatability. AI had a relatability that made you think like, yo, this dude he dressed just like us. You know what I'm saying?
So would you define it as having, in whatever you do, whether you're an actor, whether you're an athlete, like having the world in your palm, so to speak? Would you define it as something like that?
Say that one more time.
Yeah, I said that whether you're like an actor, right? Whether you're like an athlete, right? I'm saying that where I'm getting at what you're saying is that an individual that has whatever they do, right? They have the world in their palm. Like no matter where they go, no matter what they do, it's like they're the center, they're the sun. That's how I'm understanding it.
Right. And I'm more so in the vein of these cats that have it draw you in with certain personality things.
Mm-hmm. Like Jordan had
it's
it.
Jordan Stone Kev.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? How you feeling?
What's up, Kev?
Hey, everything's everything to you.
So Jordan had it.
Yes,
I understand.
From day one, Jordan. As soon as you saw Michael, listen. As soon as you saw Michael Jordan as a freshman at Carolina, you know he had it and others didn't, and he took it to another level, right? Because I'll give you an example. As a fan of Duke basketball, I've been a fan of Duke basketball, man, for a very long time, right? Back when Duke was like the Gonzaga of the ACC. You know what I'm saying? Back when Duke, people was like, back when Johnny Dawkins was there. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Dawkins, Tommy Amica, Kevin Strickland. I'm talking about way back in the day. I shouldn't have been a Duke fan. I should have been a St. John's fan. But I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about way back in the day, right? And so we used to play Carolina, and Carolina used to have dudes, James Worthy, Sam Perkins, all these dudes, right? Oh, you know what? I ain't even gonna talk Jordan. You know what the perfect example is? Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
But who was the star?
Let me. I'm going to get to that. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes could sing they rumps off, bro.
Absolutely.
They could sing they rumps off.
Even Harold Melvin.
Yes. Yeah. That Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes could sing they rumps off, right? But the girls didn't go crazy until the drummer put the drumsticks down and made his way to the front because he could sing too. D, you know who the drummer was for Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes?
That's before my time. I was going to say Michael Jackson.
No.
I was going to say Michael Jackson, but
No. So they had a drummer named Teddy Pendergrass.
I know Teddy. Okay.
So Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes used to have all these songs, and they used to talk about street love, about that young love or whatever, and it was like, man, and they would harmonize, and you were like, it give you chills to hear them. But the girls would not go crazy until the drummer put the drumsticks down and came across the stage and started unbuttoning his shirt. And girls would start losing their mind. And he would grab the microphone and reach down into the crowd and be like, hey, you the one, right?
Hey, man, it's a wonder why he buttoned his shirt down and Barry White just gave a handkerchief.
Right. And so what I'm saying is some people have talent, and some people have leadership, and some people have relatability, but they don't have it. See, Teddy had talent, but leadership, relatability, all that ain't nobody could have. But he had something different. Yeah. Right? Like I give you another example. Bob Backlund led the WWF out of the 70s into the 80s, right?
Right.
He was kind of like that era's Kurt Angle, right? He was that era's Kurt Angle, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't have it. Technically, he was the best wrestler on the roster.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Technically, he was the best wrestler on the roster, right?
Right.
But he didn't have it. Hulk Hogan was the worst wrestler on the roster. I'm talking about technically now. I'm not talking about performance-wise. Hulk Hogan didn't go to school for wrestling and all that stuff.
Right.
They saw him on the beach working out. It was like, yo, this blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy, we gonna make him a star because he has it.
Because he has it.
You ever seen that? You ever seen people get discovered just on the street? They're like, yo, the rap group Crisscross.
Yeah.
Couldn't even rap. But Jermaine Dupri saw them in the mall, and they was just walking, and girls, like groups of girls, like hundreds of girls, would just be following Crisscross in the mall, and they didn't even have time. They wasn't even doing nothing. Jermaine Dupri was like, yo, if they following them now and they don't do nothing, imagine what happened when I turned them into celebrities. Crisscross had it. They had something that drew people in.
Okay, so where are you going with this? Where are you going?
He's trying to say that Emmanuel Quickly and Obi potentially have that.
Have it.
Oh, I agree with you. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm agreeing with you.
Both of them. They have it, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And you can't define like hey Duke, what's good?
What's good? How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
What's up, man?
Doesn't sound bad, by the way. I'm on my phone this time. It's my first
No, you
time.
good.
No, you're good.
No,
You're good.
No feedback, no nothing. Nothing.
I'll give you an example. Patty LaBelle was in this group called LaBelle, right? She was in a group, LaBelle.
I don't think they know. I don't think they know who that is.
I know who Patty is.
Okay.
Yeah, because of her pies, right? Because she's a good baker, right? But
The bakery.
but Patty was so back then they bring in studio talent to sing background, like live people to bring background. Right. So they had this fat dude with a Jerry curl singing background for LaBelle for Patty, right?
Okay.
And everybody walking in was like, who is that dude back there singing?
Right.
Right. And Patty was like, his name is Luther Vandross, right? And I'm trying to push him out front to sing, but he don't want to go out there. And you know why he didn't want to go out there? Because he didn't have it. He didn't have it
at the time.
He was at well. No, hear me out.
That's my next question, Kev. Go ahead.
What I'm saying,
I want to know whether it's inherited or is there something that could be built. But go ahead.
Nah. In my opinion, you have to be born with it. But I'm gonna get to the Luther thing real quick. So Luther was not relatable because he didn't look like he wasn't muscular and have a gimmick. You know, like he didn't have a gimmick like George Clinton. He didn't have a gimmick like them, right? He didn't have relatability like Earth, Wind and Fire, Maurice White and Philip Bailey, right? He didn't have like a support like Teddy Pendergrass. He was just a dude with talent, and they pushed him out front. And even in his first few videos, you're like, this dude ain't Billy Ocean. Who is this dude? This dude ain't Billy Ocean. And there was another dude bubbling under the undercurrent to a dude that was killing the New York nightclub scene called Keith Sweat, right? We was like, he ain't Keith Sweat. And they was like, who's Keith Sweat? And I ain't never even heard of him. But you will, trust me. But the thing is with Luther, he didn't have that je ne sais quoi. But what he did have was a world of people that understood how talented he was, and people going to bat writing dope songs for him. It was like, this dude can sing the alphabet and it'll be a hit. This dude can sing the Chinese menu and it'll be a hit. Right?
Okay.
And so what I'm getting at is for instance, who was the number one pick in the draft this year?
This year it was oh geez.
Come on, Kev. I'm gonna leave Kev with this one now. I ain't gonna help him.
It was Anthony Edwards. Yes.
Anthony Edwards. Does he have it? Does he?
No.
Right.
By your definition, no.
Yeah.
You can't even remember him.
I agree.
Right?
What about you? Do you think he's got it?
Wait, who were we talking? Because I got like confused there in the topic.
We're talking about players
he's
that
like,
have it. Do you think Anthony Edwards has it?
Oh yeah, I think he got it.
See, our definition is different. Like for
Like
instance,
Michael Jackson
No, I
had
think no.
it.
Like oh no. Okay.
all
if
the
we're talking
Jackson
about
brothers,
that-
Janet Jackson, all that.
If we're talking about it in that sense, he has the potential to get somewhere near there. But I thought you meant by like okay another way. But I get the way you're trying to explain that. He don't got it now. No.
No, what I'm saying is like for instance, give you an example. If Anthony Edwards averaged 15 points per game for his entire career, would he still be popular? And I would say about Emmanuel Quickly, yes. Right? If Anthony Edwards averaged 15 points per game for his career, people will be like, no, he a bust, he a waste of talent. Right? If Obi Toppin averaged 15 and 7 for his career, people will remember Obi Toppin forever. Right? But if Anthony Edwards averaged 15 points a game,
but a good extent, yeah. Anthony Edwards will be known as a buzz, but that's only because he was the number 1 pick. He got bigger expectations compared to the other two.
What I'll give you another example, right? If Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly are starting for the Knicks, say they start this year, and one start somewhere, and the other will start in another position, along with Julius, RJ, and Mitch. Whoever he started, I don't care. I don't. Obi at point guard. I don't care. Just say you start, just for this example.
That's
right?
gonna piss off a lot of people, but okay.
But just say he start somewhere,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's not saying he's gonna start. It's just an example.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you gonna rush home to watch the game, or tape it to make sure you watch it as soon as you get home?
I'm gonna rush home to watch the game.
I always rush to watch. I always try to set up to
absolutely,
watch it.
absolutely.
Even when we were losing every game.
Yep.
I had to.
I wait for the
to
argument. I wait for the argument with the missus because
Of course.
because she's gonna be like, "Why are you rushing to watch the game and everything?" And I'm like, "Because I'm a Knicks fan and everything." And once that argument is done, then I watch the game.
Right.
All right, so Freezy, here's my argument for it not being born with. Jeremy Lin for 2 or 3 weeks had it.
And then
Because it was everywhere. Everybody was polarized to it. Nobody cannot speak sentences with basketball without incorporating Jeremy Lin.
Mhm.
And then once it went away, that it moment, nobody cared about Jeremy after that.
But D, I'm gonna. You know why that it went away?
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't stay in New York.
I understand that, but my point being is that will we still consider somebody to have it if it didn't carry throughout his career, no matter where he went?
Well, here's
that's the point that Freezy's making. Like if The Rock was in Hawaii, it would be the same polarizing effect as if The Rock was in China.
Right. Yeah.
Can I answer that with a question? It's like a question that goes with it. I want to know like what young stars you see have the it factor, just for me to see like and what.
LaMelo Ball. LaMelo has.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. It can be argued that he should have been the number 1.
How about someone that's already a few years in? Do you guys have any thoughts of anyone else that has it? That's like a few years in.
Steph
Curry has it. Donovan Mitchell, something like that.
Well, see, here's the thing with Steph Curry. You mentioned Steph Curry, Unc. We didn't know that Steph was going to have it because he kept getting injured all the time.
Right. He inherited
we didn't
it.
Know. Right.
He wasn't born with it.
Right.
No, the thing though with Steph is he had it. He couldn't showcase it, right? Because he was hurt. Right? But because they gave him names, they gave him nicknames that cute nicknames like the babyface assassin. And Steph Curry had it because he was not the conventional superstar. Steph Curry was not 6'7", 42-inch vertical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, Freezy, so you're saying before Mark Jackson got there, you're telling me that you were calling out that Steph Curry had it?
Yes, because Steph had it in high school. And Steph had it at Davidson. Remember Davidson College? when Davidson College made the tournament with Steph Curry, right?
Yeah, he was smoking everyone.
Right, and then they didn't make it after he left. After he left, they went back to being Davidson College. He raised the profile of that college.
I think I know what you mean in the sense of you have to be born with it, and I think when you're born with it, those are the players that are like higher. Like you knew LeBron had the it factor when he came out.
Right.
Like
right.
There's people in like around that caliber that you knew like once they got drafted that they were gonna be that good as they were or better. But I think you could still inherit it at moments in your career. I don't think it gotta be like 100%. You're born with it. I think it just really depends on who you are and the way you think, your work ethic and stuff like that. The way you work up.
I don't know though, dude. Because I'll say so. Let me ask Kev. Kev, do you go to conferences?
I go to conferences.
Like company conferences.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I used to do that a lot, right?
Yeah,
I used to do that a lot, and my company would be like, "Yo, bring along such and such."
Mm-hmm.
He don't know nothing, but he had it, right? You could put him in front of people, and he could say, buy my product, and people would go and buy the product, and he didn't even know about the product.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But people would do it because he had it. He had that. You know who else had it? I'll give you an example of two dudes. One dude had it and one dude didn't. Joe Frazier did not. Muhammad Ali did.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali had it. And you can argue who had the most talent and whose boxing career was the most impactful or whatever.
Okay, now I'm going to really put you on the spot. Did Sugar Ray Leonard have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Sugar Ray Leonard had it.
Okay, did Marvin Hagler have it?
No.
God rest his soul, but yeah. Okay.
Hagler didn't have it.
Let me clear up something for Hadouken real quick. What Freezy's trying to say is that you're born with it, but it's a matter of something that may not be tapped into.
I'll be right back. After D finished
it may be about something that maybe not tapped into. Wait, huh?
Am I freezing?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna grab something drink right quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go. So what I'll say is that he's saying that you're born with it, and it's a matter of something that not tapped into until a certain point in time. Like some people are just born with it from the beginning of out of their mother, and some people get tapped into it later on. But regardless, you were still born with it. So that's what he's trying to say.
Okay. So D, what was he saying? Because I came in late to that conversation. What was he saying about Michael Jordan?
No, we were just using his as an example of him having that it factor. Now, don't forget, this is Freezy's framework. You know, I'm walking with him right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could say this is a subjective topic. I could say, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not doing that. I'm walking with him. So that's where he's getting at with this. So he's saying that Obi and IQ have it. So I was gonna wait until he went into his 101 analogies, and then I was gonna go ahead and say, well, you have to show me some evidence that determines that, because I don't see it from those two.
Like I would say, like, I know I have to see more of him as well, but I think RJ has the chance to have it.
Oh, Freezer said he doesn't.
Really?
He said he's scared of it.
What? RJ? No, I totally disagree on that one. I think out of all the players that we have, I think he has the chance to have it. And I think it's because of that untapped talent that he has, that he's starting to Freezy.
Yo.
I can't believe you don't think RJ has the potential to have it.
Wait, he said that?
Yeah. No, listen to what I said though. I said RJ Barrett has a lot of talent. Right?
Yeah.
But he does not have it. He does not have that thing that's gonna draw you in.
I disagree.
I'll give you an example.
Wait, didn't you say that Obi and IQ have the it factor?
Yes.
Yes, he did. So Freezy, I have a question.
No.
So like, and this is
Obi
me.
and IQ have the it factor and RJ doesn't.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that
I
doesn't-
think
yeah.
Right.
So Freezy, I'm going to attempt to put you in a corner right now. So do you think that it is something that's manifested? Because I agree with you with that it's born, right?
Right.
But is it something that it's manifested and seen right away when you're born, or is it something that's always inside you and something that could be tapped in later?
No. I think it can be done both ways. Like for instance.
Okay, so then how do you know RJ has it?
I didn't say he has it.
No, I'm saying how do you know that RJ doesn't have it? Sorry.
Because you can't see the signs of it. Like for instance.
Okay, so what are the signs?
For instance, like you know how you take the kids to school or whatever, first day of school, and then by the time about a week or two into it, there's one kid that stands out from the rest. You know what I'm saying? That people gravitate to. They have it, right? They have it, right? And they might not be the richest or the tallest, you know what I'm saying, the most athletic, but the kids gravitate towards that kid, right? Like for instance, I ain't gonna toot my own horn, right? But I'm gonna say this: when I was in high school, for some reason, people just wanted to be around me, right? Like people would just show up, like they just come sit at the table. I'm like, "What's up, man?" Like, nah, I'm just, we just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing to it. It's like, I didn't get mad. Like, why y'all coming over here? Cats is just like, maybe we'll tell a funny joke or two, or maybe I would do something later on, and they was like, yo, I was down with Uncle Freaky, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not tooting my own horn on that. What I'm saying is when sometimes when people have it, I don't know if I have it or not, right? And it ain't for me to say, right?
So RJ doesn't have a gravitational pull. That's what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is it's not. For instance, are you gonna buy Pumas because RJ Barrett wear them?
Nope.
Bam!
But I'll buy Jordans.
You'll buy Jordans because Michael Jordan has it, right?
Yeah, but that's too this. I know what you're saying, but it's like I want to know what you got from IQ and Obi where you say that they got it.
That's what I want to know
because
too.
Other than them showing like emotion
Flashes.
and being like highlight reels, I don't know what else they got.
I mean,
I don't see people following Obi around the corner.
Yeah, like I think they have the potential as well, but we've just seen out of RJ a little bit more, and don't forget about his support base that gives him the potential to be more than it as well.
And I want to read something that Sincere the Genius said. I kind of like agree with this.
Real King.
Damn, already?
Real King. No, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, he's off that. But Sincere the Genius said RJ doesn't have the it, but he wants it.
Yes.
And I think it kind of is in that sense. I don't think anyone on our team has the it, but I think RJ is the closest to being able to get it.
Right.
He's the one that could go because he has all the intangibles that you need for that. He's an all around player, and his mentality matches a person that wants it.
Right.
Compared to anyone else.
Right. I'll take 4 players last night for Milwaukee. Do you think Giannis has it?
Yes.
No.
You could see he has it.
No.
That's crazy.
No.
This is where the conversation becomes subjective. But go ahead.
Right. But listen to what I'm saying though. When I say Giannis, I'm not saying that he's a bad player. I think he's a great player. He might be the best player in the NBA. Right. But am I gonna do something because Giannis's personality draws me into it?
Like freeze, I don't know, man.
like for instance, I'll give you an example. Like the thing is this. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes could sing their rumps off and play,
yes.
But they didn't have none of them had it. But when the drummer came up front,
you keep mentioning that. I totally get that. I totally get it. I totally get it.
Does it mean that Teddy was more talented than Harold Melvin? I don't know. But I know that there is
He was.
Right. Oh. One even better.
Okay.
Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You remember them, right?
Yeah.
They could sing and their music was iconic.
Absolutely.
Because it was relatable.
Each member was iconic, but go ahead.
Right. And then they had a song called Everyday People. Remember
Everyday
that?
People. Yes.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Yes.
They could relate. They were so relatable that they had a song called Everyday People.
Yes, but get to your point because our two youngins don't know that. But keep going.
But Larry Graham.
Yes, Larry Graham.
But Larry Graham.
Yes.
Had it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Larry Graham had it. Yes. Yes.
And so when you try to pinpoint, well, what did Larry Graham have that everybody else didn't, right? And you can't quite put your finger on it. And the closest thing you could say is swag and confidence with Larry Graham, right? Because even Larry Graham, when he did a solo thing, and even after he left Graham Central Station and did that joint One in a Million, you remember One in a Million?
Yes.
Even when he did One in a Million, you was like, oh, this dude is.
Yeah, he's multi-talented and everything. So he has it. Yes, he has it. Right. So for you so if you're using that analogy and to say that you don't think Giannis has it, that's disingenuous, man.
I think Freezy. I'm thinking that the way you're saying it is as if like you're talking about the chosen ones in the league.
Right.
That's how it kind of because like LaMelo, like would you say Luka has the it?
Yeah, Luka had it.
Okay.
Dallas Luka.
Okay.
Not our Luka, the Dallas Luka, right?
Yeah. The real Luka.
Yeah, obviously. We not thinking about that.
Luka. We ain't gonna go there. Hey, Hadouk, we got more time for that. So there you go.
You got a little too excited. But I think in the sense that you're making it sound is kind of that, like, are they the chosen ones? Like, LaMelo Ball is the chosen one from like in every draft there's a chosen one basically.
Yeah. Right. What about Trey? What about Trey Young?
Let me address I just wanted to the thing with being a chosen one is you're chosen for a reason. You're chosen because you have it. Now you don't have it because you're chosen. You're chosen because you have it.
Yeah, real quick. Andre Bryant. Yes, Tim Duncan has it. He had it. And I saw that in '99 when they beat our Knicks in the
finals. Now, is there certain degrees to it? Like, is there a low level of it? Is there a higher vibration of it? Or is it just like a plain it?
I say just a plain. I say just a plain it.
Yeah, and either you have it or you don't.
I think he has it. Now I'm gonna put D and Hadouk. So we said to us two, we believe that Giannis has it. Do you think Chris Middleton has it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right. Nobody buying Chris Middleton sneakers.
Okay. All right. So I picked those two from Milwaukee. So now let's go over to the Phoenix side. Do you think Chris Paul has it?
Yes.
No. Chris Paul don't have it.
That's crazy.
He's good.
I don't think so.
He's good.
Really? Good. I do. Really? Okay. All right.
I don't think he has it.
Yeah.
Good job, Kev.
That's crazy. Chris Paul is a great player, but he don't have it. Like give you an example. Give you another example. If I had to pick one guy in the NBA to buy their poster and put on my wall, it wouldn't be Giannis, and it wouldn't be Chris Paul.
Why? I'm not getting that. I totally get the Chris Middleton one. But you're gonna tell me that that Giannis, the Greek freak, doesn't have it. Like nobody will be going to buy his sneakers. Really?
I'm not putting a Giannis poster up on my wall.
Wow, you're not putting a poster.
No, man.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, man. All right. Last player. Devin Booker.
No, he's a compiler.
Really?
He's a compiler.
That's interesting. Okay.
How did his numbers look last night?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Because he's a compiler, bro. That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't
just because somebody can do something good, doesn't mean that they're the best at their sport.
I wouldn't base it on that, Freezy, because there's playoff games where Jordan shot terribly as well, and he still had the it. So I'm not using that as the litmus test.
Well, but let me ask you: in those games with Jordan,
Hey,
was
D, did you
Jordan
say
the
no?
focus? Oh,
D, did you say no? I was just going to ask D. Did you say no to Devin Booker? He doesn't have it.
Yeah, I said no. Yeah.
Yeah, you said no. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in those games that you mentioned about Jordan, was he the focal point of the team's defense?
Correct.
In
Actually,
an
can
era,
I want to change my thing with the CP3 thing because I completely forgot. Okay, yeah, CP3 actually does have it. I forgot like this whole point guard thing and this whole like everyone is looking at him as the classic point guard and
Okay.
the top of it right now in the NBA. And he's kind of showing like he's kind of the last of like the dying breed in a sense. So
Okay.
I actually think he does. I don't know what I was.
You see, I say he has it because he could go to any organization and
And make it
architect
better.
exactly
Yeah,
what
that's
guys
right.
are supposed to do from A to Z, which is his ability that a lot of people do not have. That's why I'm saying this is a subjective argument, and I'm just walking along with Freezy just because it's his show and he wants to make the point. But I'm just saying that it can manifest in a lot of different ways, shape, and forms. So, but go ahead. I'm walking with you though.
now I'll give you an example, and this is gonna hurt my heart, right? Because he's probably my favorite player of all time.
Emmitt Smith.
Walt Clyde Frazier does not have it.
No, hell no, he don't.
Right. But when you look at his accomplishments are better than other people that have played the position, and he is forgotten in history because he did not have it.
Agreed.
Okay, so how about Earl the Pearl?
Earl the Pearl had it, right? Earl the Pearl had it, right? And so much so, his personality was so big that he overshadowed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, and I'm gonna throw one more at that.
Who does Giannis overshadow personality wise?
Overshadow?
Due to your framework, no, he doesn't have it.
Right.
Okay. All right. What about Oscar Robertson? This is for Freeze.
Well, you can ask me that. I know Oscar Robertson.
Okay. Okay. No, when you say you're young and everything.
I'm young, but I'm not that young, and I'm not that old.
How old are you, G?
38.
Yeah. You keep saying
Let's do this.
us two are young. I'm the only young one here.
And so the thing with LaMelo has it, right? But LaMelo had it at the first time you heard his name. When
So
LaMelo was like 14.
How does he have it, but Lonzo doesn't?
Well, I don't know because I'm not the dispenser of it. I recognize it, but I don't distribute it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know that seems unfair, but it's
a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think Shaq had it?
Shaq?
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna say the other centers of his era didn't.
Okay.
David Robinson didn't.
David Robinson
didn't. Pat Ewing didn't.
I would kind of disagree a little bit with the Hakeem Olajuwon.
No.
Kind of disagree with the Hakeem Olajuwon.
Bro, did you buy Hakeem Olajuwon sneakers?
He had his own sneakers. I forget for which shoe company they did.
I bought the Shaquille O'Neal video game Shaq Fu.
Yeah.
And it was complete garbage. But it's because it was Shaq.
But it was because it was Shaq. Exactly. It was because it was Shaq. Right?
I listened to Few Snickens because of Shaq.
Snickens, yes.
Can we rock? What's up, Doc?
DSJ, you ain't right. DSJ, you ain't right. But I agree with you with the other centers, like the Patrick Ewings, David Robinsons. Yeah, you could throw a whole bunch of centers.
David Robinson used to wear the Delta Force Nikes. Right?
Yes, he sure did.
Right,
he sure did.
And so what I'm getting at
and I begged my mother to buy that for me too. So right. And so the thing with it is you can't instill it into somebody. You can't give it to somebody. Like you can't give it to Jeremy Lin. What happened with Jeremy Lin
is a 15 minutes of fame thing and a popularity thing. It was just he got really popular really fast. And that moment, and once it was over, it was over.
Oh, Afro Jedi had a great one. Do you think Mello has it?
No.
You talk about Carmelo, right? No.
Yes. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony. Yeah.
No.
Anthony.
Yeah, nah. You know, so he didn't have it. It was like
does LeBron James have it?
Yes.
He has it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I got one for you, D. Has Domingo Milicic have it?
Come on, man. Pass me some of Freezy's juice there, man. Come on, man.
He definitely thought that was the main idea, just because he said he's better than everyone there.
That was probably the biggest malpractice, or whatever you want to call it, in that draft, picking him second.
Darko Milicic.
He legit made himself think, which is a good mentality. He made himself think that he was better than LeBron and everyone in that draft class. And he said it himself so many times. Even after he got drafted.
Yeah. I can't even believe he was on our team too for a little bit. I was
He had the crazy eyes when he came here too.
Yes.
Like give you an example, right? But like here, I'm gonna name a guy that didn't have it, and people think he did, right? Oh, but Ismail Rivas. Okay, all right. So here's one: Bobby Brown, right?
Yeah, he had
it.
Yeah,
right.
Could
yes. Not Tevin Campbell.
Yes, not.
Could he
no, Johnny Gill was a better singer.
Yeah,
right.
He couldn't sing better than Ralph Tresvant or Johnny Gill. Yeah. Some people could say he couldn't sing better than Ricky, but he had it.
Yeah, he did. He did.
You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right.
DMX had it.
Yeah,
right.
So
Some people are born. Some people are born with it and waste it. Like DMX was born with it and wasted it, right? You know what I'm saying? It because of personal stuff, but whatever.
So let me ask you this. So in Public Enemy, did Chuck D have it?
No.
Flavor Flav had it,
but had it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
And listen, I'm not being disrespectful to Chuck D because
not at all. Oh yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting him too. He's a cool guy.
And Chuck, if you watching, I don't mean that no disrespectful way.
Yeah, absolutely. We love you.
Flavor Flav's personality just outshined everybody else, and it was because of the composition of the group. You got a serious rapper up front. You got soldiers in the back. You got the DJ, and y'all know DJs think on a
Terminator X.
DJs think on a totally different wavelength than the rest of human beings on Earth. Right?
Sure do.
And then you got a dude with a magician hat on and a clock around his neck.
Come on.
Yeah, it. I mean, it is. What it is.
So here's the other thing. You could say, Kid had it, but played it.
Right. You can say that. And so
because of the high top fade.
Right. And the reason why I brought the thing up is in our search for stars, I think our search for stars may be shorter than what we think. Because if Quickly and Obi have it, then all they need is time. Right?
Yeah.
All they need is time to go from the background to the foreground, right?
But where everyone else in the NBA, the fans, everybody else has time, Knicks fans don't have time.
Why don't we have time?
Say again? Because
why don't we?
Oh, because we haven't won since '70.
Right. Right, and because we put unreasonable expectations on anything positive in New York. That's what we do. We made the playoffs. Oh, the next step is the championship. No, man, that's not the next step.
It's not.
No.
That's not. But Knicks fans will tell you, oh, we got to go get Damian Lillard. And let me tell you what Damian Lillard did over the weekend. Damian Lillard is on USA, right?
I know where he's going. I know where he's going.
Dude, Dame Lillard was on Team USA, right?
Let's not do this again.
And he
please.
led.
You're just a hater.
He
You're
led.
just
He
hating.
led.
Yeah,
Team
for real,
USA
yo.
Here we go.
to a loss against Nigeria.
Who we wiped the floor with 4 years
In
ago.
2012.
Yeah. 2012.
But that times have changed, so yeah.
Literally.
No, Cap has changed.
But they had Carmelo drop 37 that game. They had him drop 10 threes. You know, Team USA, Carmelo was a different breed. But it's
But
not.
they didn't need.
It wasn't
Carmelo
on
to do that,
Dame
bro.
because Dame actually played fairly decent. KD played trash until the end of the game,
Oh,
the end of
my
the last 2
God.
minutes. Beal
But-
missed a few open layups. Tatum missed a few open. I don't know. You just blame it
But-
on Dame just to blame it on Dame.
I
We
don't.
know
No,
why Dame
let's
just to
not
say he's
get
going
away
to
from
the-
this. Hold on, let's not get away from this. How does Obi and IQ
Yeah, I wanna know
have
that
it?
too. I
Because
need to know how-
that's the big one here.
Yeah, I'm still trying to understand how RJ is more capable of having it, but you're already putting the other two ahead of him. I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Mhm.
So I'm not saying that RJ Barrett is not a great player. Y'all know I believe in RJ. I'm the first person publicly to outright cap for RJ Barrett and stay on the RJ Barrett train the entire time. Right? Kind of like how Duke does for Dame Lillard. Like in my eyes, RJ Barrett can do no wrong. It's the same thing with Duke and Dame Lillard.
No,
Right?
Mhm.
But RJ
I don't do that.
Barrett doesn't have it.
That's not the. You see, you did the same thing you did last time. You just strayed away from the question. I can see in your.
Yeah,
in your
he
face
sure
right now.
did.
You're
How
not
does
answering.
IQ and Obi have it? You have to demonstrate that example.
No, I was answering what Kev said. I didn't dodge out, but Kev said something different to me.
You know, so on the same lines. He just said it in different words.
Well, the thing is I don't know how people get it or not, because if I knew that, if I knew that, I would give it to myself. You know, I would keep it for myself. You
So
know,
how does?
So you made the claim and have no evidence to support the claim. That's what I'm understanding.
Bro, but D, it's the same thing. But D, it's the same thing. It's like when they ask you like, yo, how you know you in love with somebody? Somebody asks you that straight up, and you can't answer. You can't quantify or justify or outline why you love somebody. You just know you do. Right?
Mm.
It's the same thing with it. Like it exists in its own sphere, and it selects certain people to possess it, and others cannot possess it. It's just what it is.
Yeah. I'm trying to understand how you had an explanation for everyone else for why they have the it, but Obi and IQ have no explanation.
Yeah, and Freezy, he's broken out of the matrix, and he's the only one that can see. Because I want to see with him, but he's not allowing me to do so.
I'm here. I want to share the experience and help me understand if I am right or wrong on Quickly and Obi, but I believe I'm right. Right? Based on. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Obi Toppin and Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly led Team USA select team, played the Dream Team and beat them. Right? In a scrimmage. Right? And I saw that somewhere over the weekend where Quickly and beat the team that had Dame Lillard and all them on it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Team USA, they have everybody, bro. Durant and blah blah, you know, and they lost to Nigeria. I don't. So stuff like that makes me think that Quickly has it and is developing it under our noses, and we are so Trae Young, Damian Lillard starstruck that we don't recognize that a guy in our own organization has it. Yo, Real King just said, Real King said something. Kareem didn't have it either. Kareem is the NBA's all-time leading scorer, right? But he didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Wilt Chamberlain had it because the camera loved Wilt Chamberlain. The camera loved Wilt. The camera loved Wilt. And Wilt will go out and say, I'm going to play at half speed tonight. My knee hurting. I'm going to play all 48 minutes. But I'm going to play at half speed. And Wilt was like, I'm going to just give y'all 35 and 25. And Wilt will go out and do it, and people would love it. But if you let somebody else say, I'm going to play at half speed and give you half effort, but you be killing them. How you going to go out there and play half-heartedly? Well, Chamberlain would say, I'm going to just give you 35 points and 25 rebounds, and I'm going to rest my knee. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody else say it. If LeBron James said, listen, I'm going to just go out here and I'm just going to jog up and down the floor and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, whatever.
Freezy, Andre Bryant asked the question if you could pop it up so you could answer it for him. I'm
saying under your classification of it, Obi and IQ did not fit the parameter.
Andre Bryant, that's a strange way to phrase the question.
Yeah,
but,
it is.
But
I don't think RJ should be in that just because he doesn't really. Even though IQ is technically still a point guard, but he'll play off ball. He won't be categorized as a shooting guard. But
right,
yeah,
right.
He wanted to ask you that. So
all right. So how long does RJ and Randall stay in New York, getting in Obi and IQ way, bro? Hey, you remember Norm Nixon? Yeah, I remember Norm Nixon.
Not me.
He was yo, Anthony D, what's good? Anthony D, you remember Norm Nixon? People don't remember. He was a point guard for the Lakers, right? Right? And the Lakers would win a lot of games. But he didn't have it. Norm Nixon is a guy, he married Debbie Allen, right? He married Debbie Allen. Debbie Allen is the sister of the mom from the Cosby Show. You remember the mom on the Cosby Show? That's Debbie Allen's sister, right? But anyway, some people have it and some people don't, and IQ has it, and Obi.
You still
Obi
haven't
has
given the explanation for it, so I still don't understand. Like,
it's only he could see it, because I don't know.
No, he's not the only one that sees it, because I've heard people try like have crazy claims about IQ and Obi, but it's like I don't see how you could say that, because didn't you also say that you don't know if they have it at the same time?
No.
All right, then with your logic from you saying before that you're either born with it or you're not,
right?
And you got to see it in the beginning. Then I don't know how you could say they do, because I don't know what they have. Like I get like the way you see is like they have like their personality into the game. They have their highlight reels, and they have those flashy moments. But other than that, I don't really see it. And the Jordan brand for Obi, that's it. Yeah, I don't really see it.
Okay.
Especially when people are comparing. I mean, like IQ, mainly everyone's saying he's like a Lou Will. Lou Will doesn't have that it factor.
Lou Will doesn't. Lou Will doesn't, right? But nobody recognized first year Kobe either.
I mean, I don't know.
Except guys that say so we could take the word of Byron Scott, right? Byron the Frenchman Scott. We could take his word. You know why? Because he won championships with Magic Johnson, and he was there at the end of his career. He was with the Lakers with a young Kobe Bryant. And so Byron the Frenchman Scott Y'all know him as an NBA coach now. Y'all like, oh, he can't coach, man. He always losing, blah, blah, blah. But he was a heck of a player, right? But he played in the same backcourt with Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant, right? And so when he saw Kobe, he said, hey, this kid has it. This kid has it, right? It's the same thing people say about LaMelo Ball. Like what's the real difference between LaMelo Ball and Lonzo Ball, right? Is it just passing? Or is it the personality that goes with it, right? Dare to take the risk. Dare to do the edgy stuff. You know what I'm saying? To put your team over the top. LaMelo Ball threw a 60-foot underhanded pass to Miles Bridges in transition for a dunk. Lonzo Ball would have made a safe pass to the next guy, and maybe it would have been a dunk, maybe it wouldn't have been. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could like LaMelo, you can say that. Like LaMelo, I'm fine with you saying that for LaMelo. Because LaMelo,
there's evidence to support that.
Right. But what about Anthony Edwards? Does Anthony Edwards have it? He seems to be more physically talented.
Yeah, we said no.
Right. It's the same thing. You could say the same thing for Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell. Do they have it? No. Are they great players? Yes. I'm not rushing out to buy something that Donovan Mitchell is selling because of his personality. Right. I'm not rushing to the TV to watch the Utah Jazz because of Donovan Mitchell.
Nope. Not after his rookie season. I was done.
Right. And what I'm saying, what I'm saying is this. It's like Mickey Mantle and the dude's name is Joe DiMaggio. Joe DiMaggio might have been more talented than just as talented or more talented than Mickey Mantle, but Mickey Mantle had the it factor, right? Mm-hmm. It's just what it is. It's like it's for instance, who would you like more, Derek Jeter or Alex Rodriguez?
Derek Jeter.
Because Derek Jeter had it. Alex Rodriguez was a compiler, a producer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A-Rod didn't have it. Derek Jeter had it. A-Rod hit for a high average, hit more home runs, more RBIs, better defensively, all those things than Derek Jeter. But Derek Jeter had it. Right? Someday they're gonna retire. Someday they're gonna retire, or they're gonna retire. Number 2 is already retired, but they're gonna. I think it is. I'm not sure. I'm not a Yankees fan. I don't know how they do it. The Yankees pinstripes suck, but anyway, someday they're gonna do a celebration for Derek Jeter because Derek Jeter had it, and Alex Rodriguez did not. Right, and you might say that the guy that Mariano Rivera might have been a better overall player than Derek Jeter, right? Might have been, right? But Derek Jeter's personality was bigger than everybody's, right? Because he had it. That's just how it worked. I don't give it out. All I do is comment on it.
Yeah, I don't. AP say you're a hater.
Yeah, AD just saying that, man. AD know I'm right. AD know I'm right. He's still mad because I said Michael Jackson has it and Prince don't, and he mad.
Nah, he's talking about the Yankees because he's mad about the Yankees. He's probably mad about that too, though. Definitely.
Yeah,
I know he's like a huge fan.
Right. Give you an example of anybody in here that watch Marvel Comics knows this, right? So before Tony Stark, before Robert Downey Jr. took over Iron Man was just a random, also ran 7-string character in Marvel Comics. But they took an actor that had it, and it propelled Iron Man to another level. right? Nobody remember. Nobody liked Iron Man for years, and not saying that he was dislikable. They were just neutral to him. Like, Iron Man is like ketchup. You want ketchup with your fries? Yeah, maybe a little bit, maybe not. I don't know. But Robert Downey Jr., who has it, took Iron Man to another level. This happens, bro.
Honestly, I don't know. Iron Man was my favorite one, though.
Why is that? Because of Robert Downey Jr. or is it because of Iron Man, the Iron Man character?
Oh no, I'm reading what Julian Blum said. 80 said, "Listen, you're not old enough for these conversations." Yeah, I literally said that. I know you're mad because I heard you say that was your favorite before, but it's okay,
Right.
bro.
All right, so okay, so D, let me ask you this.
Really? Go ahead.
Somebody really.
Wait, I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
So what would make you think that Obi and Emmanuel quickly do not have it? The it factor.
Well, based on what you were saying, there are certain signs of it. I think one of them is a gravitational pull. I think another one is the talent in order to be an equal with that gravitational pull.
Right.
And it's something that we haven't seen enough.
Right.
But based on what we have seen, and it was a very small sample size because don't forget their minutes were very shoddy, especially Obi's. I would just say that I'll put it to you like this: I think the jury's still out.
Okay.
On Obi and IQ,
right. I'm not going to say a definitive no because the honest reality of the situation is we haven't seen enough of a sample size in order to determine such a thing.
Right.
Right.
Because don't forget, there was games where quickly we play 30, 35 minutes, and then there was games where he'll play like 10 or 11.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And Obi was at a steady 8 to 12, 13 minutes a game. So I can't determine from that.
Okay. I have a question. In your opinion, does it also have to do with you being dominant? Because I feel like it kind of has to do with you being dominant at whatever you do, in a sense. Because like if you look like MJ was dominant in basically like every category for him, and he had it in his mind too. Like whatever, like you look at LeBron has the same thing. Whatever these dudes have the same thing. Do you look at it and do you add that to
Yeah,
it?
And here's the other thing. You look at Steph Curry. He's conquered, and he'll conquer you in a heartbeat. But do you think his counterpart has it, Klay Thompson?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Because what I'm thinking is when you ask me that, the first thing I have a baseline. Like, am I gonna buy something from them based on their personality, not what they do on the court? Right?
Right.
Am I gonna? But that's my baseline question. Am I gonna invest in something that they have to offer, not sports related? Right? Like the guy I told you from the conference. Like we used to bring this dude to conferences and stuff, and we put him in front of the room, or like we used to go to these mingles, right? Like after all these things, and so it's a mingle. Everybody come together, and exchange cards, and
right.
We bring him, and he'd have a galaxy of people around him, and he'd just be, this one year I was a rodeo clown, and this bull tried to ram me, and I'm like, yo, don't tell that story, bro. We done heard that story 100 times.
That's right.
Yeah, but people be wanting to hear it. They're like, no, let him talk, Uncle Freezy. You know what I'm saying? And so it's one of the things, like, the dude ain't really even good at whatever, but his personality draw people in. That's why when you ask me about Giannis, you ask me, am I gonna buy something from Giannis Antetokounmpo? No. Dude, are you gonna buy something from Giannis? If Giannis was selling something, would you buy it?
It depends if I liked how it looked.
But it'd be dependent on the product and not by his personality.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So he don't have it. Because D is balling, bought several pair of ugly Jordans, right? But since they were Jordans, he bought them anyway.
Uh-huh.
I'm not doing anything like that just because I don't waste money.
Yeah.
Good
But
one.
hey, wise man.
Yeah, but D got bread like that, so he gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Nah.
saying. I don't got it like that. So I'm not just gonna buy like that. But I don't know. Like I'm seeing that you're saying like the product placement a little more than the other things. Because I really don't know. There's so many people that are selling shoes that
Where
for the
you're
player
shaking your
to
head.
wear just like the
Where
product.
you're shaking your head, right, Hadou? Where you're shaking your head.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. It's just like it depends on the way people think of it and their own definition.
Yeah.
But
Here you go, Freeze. Would you buy Puma's Kevin Knox shoes?
No. No. I'm not. I'm not. And so what I'm saying, the it factor is hard to describe. And you don't have to take my word for it. When you ask people what it is, it's hard to describe. Right?
It is.
But I believe Quickly and Obi have it. RJ Barrett and Julius Randle do not.
Well, I okay, so I would disagree where I would say they have the potential to be it. I think RJ is closer than those two are.
I think RJ is
And the only reason why
everyone on the team.
I'm sorry, dude. What did you say? Repeat that.
I said RJ is closer than anyone on the team.
Yes, right. Exactly. You don't have to cry, man. It's all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah, man. I'm getting emotional talking about RJ.
But you're really, but you know what I like about you, Freeze? You are consistent and not your way of thinking when we get players coming in here. You're high on them. You're high on them and you're positive on them. Whereas other people, other Knicks fans, it's either because they haven't seen them, on YouTube or something like that, that they're either scrubs or they got to show me. Nothing like, let's see how they can help the team.
Right.
But
I know where this is going.
You know where this is going, right? Go ahead. I'll let you do it, youngster. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go. No, you continue because I know why you're saying it.
Because you got Knicks fans, prominent Knicks fans, that want to discredit what the organization thinks is a right direction. With getting players onto our team.
Right.
Like, I've been going back and forth with I just might as well just say, come out and say it. And I hope he comes on too. But Legion and Knicks, we've been going back and forth. Isaiah from Nothing But Knicks. We've been going back and forth between this Luka thing, him coming to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to discredit, what they've seen on YouTube. And I just said that he can help us. Now let's go on. Let's.
But what are they saying, that he won't help us?
That he won't help us. That it's too overhyped. Blase.
I said the same thing.
I mean, he's played in one of the best leagues, for a couple of years now.
Exactly.
In Europe, and I mean, he's not going to come in and average 20 and 10 or something like that.
Totally. I totally agree with you.
But I think that he could play a bench role and be productive.
Exactly.
Nah,
exactly.
The way they think about it, they think about it the same way as me, because I talked to them about it. It's that people are overhyping him and expect much more, but you should just hope that he's at least decent.
Yeah, all I want to do
so
is
many people overhype.
Yeah, only thing I want him to do is just help the team win. That's all I'm asking him to do.
Yeah, just play your role. That's it.
Play a role and just help the team
That's
win.
as far as my ceiling's going with him.
Right. But the thing about it is that they want to discredit him before he even touches an NBA ball. And then what he's doing in the Olympics, people will say, "Well, that's FIBA. He's not doing it in the he's doing it against he'll be doing it against NBA players." And the last time I checked, an NBA player is an NBA player that's just playing in the Olympics.
I don't know why we're discrediting the competition of FIBA, but go ahead.
Yeah, nobody's attacking FIBA.
No,
no. I'm saying what Kev is saying, not anybody here.
You know, I'm not coming after. You know, I'm not. You know,
I know.
I'm not. Okay, all right. Okay.
I have a question though. So, let's say we sign Kyle Lowry, right?
Yeah.
He'll be our starting point guard, and then we got Luka Vildoza, and let's say in this scenario we draft a point guard, Sharif Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to be that second string point guard for us?
I think they're just gonna have to battle it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight.
Yeah, and it's like way back when we had Felton and Jason Kidd and Pridge. Mike Woodson found a way to make all those those three guys work. So now it's going to be up to Tibbs to do the same thing. If that happens, like you say, Cooper, there are other people that want the guard from Connecticut, Balknight.
Balknight. Yeah, but he's not a point guard.
Yeah,
right.
he's not.
Yeah, he's gonna be the next Bradley Beal, bro.
Okay.
That's why I was using Sharif Cooper just to ask with the.
What's up, DJ?
The 3 point guards.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Go ahead.
They're technically both rookies, even though he did play in FIBA. I don't know. It's still they're both technically rookies, so I don't know who would be the second or third string.
And check this out. Even if we go that route, right?
In that sense,
that would throw IQ out of that point guard conversation, and now we know he will be a backup shooting guard.
Correct.
Well, first off, salute to everybody.
Let's put that out there.
Salute to everybody on the panel.
What's up, DSJ?
What's up, D?
Hey, D, man. You be coming up with the cracks in the chat, man.
Don't be screaming for people to get off your lawn now.
Right.
Let me I want to kind of counter your point because I understand what you're saying in regards to RJ Barrett, right? As far as off-court personality.
Right.
Are you talking to me? Who are you talking to me? You talking to me or are you
I
talking
think it's talking to Freezy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like his on-court personality, the things that he's done on-court, gives him that it factor in regards to just playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For instance, the game winner, and I always go to these, the game winner that he had against Houston.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's an example of that it factor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can you can counter it with the the debacle that he had against the Lakers this season.
Or the Miami Heat.
At the end of the day, the example is
Miami Heat, yeah, or the Miami
that
Heat.
you know what I mean. Then I look at even that dunk he had against Bogdanovich. Out of all the things that you remember throughout that whole series, that's probably the one thing that you'll remember right away.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
right.
It's that on-court personality, the way that he'll showcase some level of emotion after a good play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that thing that I look at where the it factor does come into play, and I feel like he has that that confidence. He oozes that confidence immediately. The fact that when he got on that presser, after getting drafted by the Knicks, and that I'm a Knick. That's one of the takeaways that people remember from that whole draft. Out of everybody that's there, all the kids crying their parents. 2 things you remember: Let's Dance from Zion and I'm a Knick from RJ, from everybody. And I'm talking about casual fans, people that are Knick haters even. One thing that they'll remember from that draft is those 2 things. Respectfully. So I feel like when it comes down to you saying that RJ doesn't have it, Again, just respectfully, disagreeing with that. You know what I mean?
Hey, DSJ, I'll give you another one. How about when he snapped at Mark Berman?
Yeah, I think we'll remember that. More than anything, because I feel like again, it was one of those situations where everybody had that common enemy, and
Yeah,
someone finally said something, so you couldn't help but to stand up
exactly,
and
Right.
cheer. But
exactly.
again, he also had the nickname the Maple Mamba, and it's something that made you want to give up Joakim Noah and Tank for this kid.
I
You know what I'm
remember
saying?
that.
Because you've
Yes,
been saying that for
that's
That
right.
was me. That
That
was
years.
was
me.
you.
So
Yep.
something about that, you know, for him to not have it, you know what I mean? I wouldn't understand. Why would you go out the window for that when you had a shooting guard on the team already, and we were in need of other things like a point guard and a small forward? Why would you tank to get RJ, who's arguably more shooting guard than small forward?
Right.
Your rebuttal, Mr. Freezy.
My rebuttal is this: some people have it and some people don't. Right? Just because you don't have it don't mean you can't be great at what you do.
But again, we're
Right.
trying to understand how you can take two rookies.
Kev, who's the better wrestler, Bob Backlund or Hulk Hogan?
Oh my God! You can use these examples all day. You have to give us
I will
an
be.
understanding and
I
a
will be
signature
right
as
back.
to how IQ and
I will
Obi
be right
does.
back.
Who was better, Bob Backlund or Hulk Hogan?
Okay.
Bob Backlund was technically the better wrestler.
Bob Backlund was the better wrestler.
I'll be right
Right,
back.
right. Kept running because he know Bob Backlund was the better wrestler. Hulk Hogan was a bodybuilder that had it. They was
Okay,
like,
well,
Hulk, we're gonna teach you a couple of moves, just so that the thing about Hulk Hogan finisher was the atomic leg drop. He lifted his leg in the air and then dropped down on somebody. Bob Backlund's finishing move was the Boston Crab, where he got your body parts putting pressure against each other for you to submit yourself. Come on, what are we talking about?
here's where my counter goes. Right now, you can sit here and say Bob Backlund was technically the better wrestler, right? No problem, right? Bret the Hitman Hart had both the personality and the technical skill to have it, whether as a tag team partner or as a single
The Hart Foundation, yeah, the Hart Foundation, yeah.
Right? And I feel like when it comes down to it, RJ would be more Bret Hart than Hulk Hogan or Bob Backlund because he has the skill set to put you in that realm of being a star, right? But you look at things like even the fact that when you have Nick commercials, like when they were promoting the new Nick City jersey,
yeah,
instead of going to Julius Randle,
they chose RJ
instead
Barrett.
of going Obi Toppin, who's your number one, your first round draft pick, you went to RJ.
RJ, I got you. Right. So what does that say for Julius?
Oh, he don't have it.
Julius is a talent, but he doesn't have it. And
so y'all agree with me
sometimes.
Too. So y'all agree with me sometimes, and then sometimes not.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's.
I mean, it's a subjective argument.
DJ, are you done, or are you still going?
No, I'm good.
All right. I also I think this statement is overrated, and I recently I've just hate hearing. I know it's the color of the jersey, not the name behind it, but people gotta understand okay, if your favorite player is someone on the team, mine is RJ, of course, and I don't want to trade him. And people are like, you shouldn't be a fan of the name. You should be a fan of the jersey. But at the same time, if it's a player that I think is going to be really good, you can't say that.
Right.
It doesn't correspond. So when people say that, I don't understand it. I don't see how it correlates to the team in general, because if I think he's a talent and he's gonna be good, and I wanted to draft him, why would I just want to trade him? It doesn't make sense. I feel like people overrate that statement and use it in the wrong way.
Okay.
Because if I would say I wouldn't trade everyone else but him for RJ, for Dame, besides him and Randall, now that's something different. So I don't know. The way people use that is just like, it's just in such a weird way.
Yeah, I agree.
It's overrated.
I agree because the thing is by saying somebody has it and somebody does not mean that they don't have intrinsic value, right?
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying the it thing is like, it's important and not important at the same time, because it still matters about what you accomplish in the league. The it just matters for your personal, you and yourself, not your team in general.
Right.
So that LaMelo could have the it, and he how about if he doesn't win a chip or do any of that? At the end of the day, he had a good personal career, but it didn't really matter at the end of the day. It didn't really win.
Right.
So it just matters on how you look at it. Like Obi and IQ, I'm not gonna say they don't have the it. They don't have the it now in my eyes. RJ doesn't really have it yet, but I think he's close to it. But in the end of the day, it's like we don't know. Nobody knows until we see like years down the line, in a few years, and see how they look.
Okay. You're talking about on the court.
Yeah, I'm talking about on the court. Like off the course, like that is different, and I know what you're talking about, but I don't really look at it that way more than I do like the other way. Like I look more for the on court and like the personnel, not like because the marketing does have to do with it, but I look at it less.
Right. No doubt. I'm with you. I'm with you on it.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Good.
IQ and Toppin, they still rookies, so you have to wait for you to find out if they have it. Uncle Freezy, you say CP3 don't have it?
He said it.
No.
Are you serious?
No.
Uncle Freezy, you could take CP.
I mean, he is serious.
Uncle Freezy, you could take CP3 to any NBA team, and he gonna make that team good.
Right.
That's it.
Right. And you could say the same thing with Rudy Gobert. You could take or Jokic. You could take Jokic.
No.
That hasn't been proven.
You can't say that with him.
It hasn't even been proven anyway.
He can't even shoot free throw.
He
can't even make free throw.
I'll give you a better example. Right? I'll give you a better example. This school in Florida State used to have quarterbacks all the time. It was like quarterback you. They used to have Danny Cannell and all these dudes come through, and they could throw for a bunch of yards and all that stuff. But when it came to the big game against like the University of Miami or Nebraska or Notre Dame, those dudes couldn't get it. Those dudes, for one reason or another, they couldn't get over the top. But a dude that played quarterback at Florida State and wound up playing point guard for the Knicks in those big games, he could beat those teams because he had it. And they did not. Right? He had it in college. He didn't have it in pro basketball in the NBA. But in college football, he had it. Because what happened is when the going got tough, they used to have a receiver named Kevin Knox, right? And Kevin Knox was like, yo, I will die for that football. I will die for that football, right? And dude, I don't know if you know who Kevin Knox is or whatever. His son wound up playing basketball in the NBA or whatever. But Kevin Knox was like, yo, it's 3rd down and 7. Yo, I'm going to get you 8 yards, man. And if they kill me, yo, just come scrape my body up off the field. And I'll be ready in 2 or 3 plays. And the Florida State quarterback, whose name was Charlie Ward, was run for his life because the other team was better. But he would make a play, he would get that throw off to a dude named Kevin Knox. And Kevin Knox would lay his body on the line for that ball because both of them had it. They had it, not superior talent, and not all this stuff because they were super talented, but they had this thing that people would believe in them in the moment because of their personality. Kevin Knox would dive across the middle for a ball on 3rd down and 7 and get laid out, concussed, steamrolled, but he would make the catch. And he'd be on the sideline woozy for like 3 or 4 plays after that. But then after that, he'd get himself together and come back. Right? Those 2 dudes had it. They had a running back named Warwick Dunn with them, right? Warwick Dunn had it, right? What I'm saying is some guys have it and some guys don't. You can't pick and choose who has it because it's not how it goes, right? If the guy has it, you want the guy that has it on your team.
CP3 got it though. He said he get his teammates involved. He could shoot. He could shoot free throws, and he a good sport off the field, off the court.
Right.
But that's skill. I don't know if that's that he's talking about.
Right. But CP3, for instance, Steph Curry has it and is oozing with it. So much so that a superstar from the rival team came and joined Steph Curry. Think about when a dude was a bigger star on a rival team. Said, yo, this dude has it. And I'm going to leave this other Hall of Fame point guard that does not have it and go play with that Hall of Fame point guard that does have it. Dude,
KD a nutcase. KD is a nutcase, so you can't even count him.
We can't keep
Come on
now,
now,
bro. Because he turned down.
Look at Kyrie.
He turned down more money to go play with a dude that has it.
Well, a lot of people turn down a lot of money though to play for another team.
Now, not me. I ain't turning down nothing but my collar.
Of course, not us. They millionaires.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I feel you on that. But bro, when it comes to Kevin, think about what I said just now. Kevin Durant left a perfect situation for him because it was not about the size of the city. Because in grand scheme of things, I think Oklahoma City may be bigger than San Francisco, California.
KD wasn't getting credit in the Warrior. He wasn't getting credit at Golden State. That's why he left.
He was getting credit in Golden State. But I think he just wanted
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
In Golden State or Oklahoma City?
In Golden State.
Okay, because it didn't matter, bro. Because it didn't matter.
He just didn't want to be in the Warriors anymore. He got tired of it.
The Warriors or the Thunder?
The Warriors. The Thunder. I think the Thunder was more of a Westbrook thing. I don't know. Okay. I still think it was a Westbrook thing, and just the way the talent worked. Because after they traded Harden, it kind of went a little downhill. But I don't blame him for leaving OKC. I don't think anyone should blame him for leaving OKC.
Right.
Just the place he picked. But at this point, it doesn't really matter anymore because he did what he did. And I think that was the Warriors. People were saying it's Steph's team or it was KD's team. It was an either or because this, like when he went there, Curry literally just won back-to-back MVPs.
Right.
A year before, like the same year. And then
KD
came in and KD was the most he's the most. I think in the NBA right now, he's like the most skilled overall player. Talent wise, at his height, he's like one of the most skilled in the league right now.
So pound for pound, pound for pound, he's the most skilled.
Yeah, talent wise, because you don't just see that because he's 7 foot. He said he's 6'9", 6'10", but we all know he's 7 foot realistically.
Right. Because he don't want to play center. That's the reason.
Exactly. And you saw what he did to LeBron in the finals. Even though he had Curry and Clay, he was smoking LeBron too at the same time.
Right.
We're not gonna forget those threes he got at the wing back-to-back.
But KD is now on LeBron James level though.
In the NBA now he is not all time, but he is on his level.
Right.
Yeah. LeBron James like 37 years old.
But he's still set to be the best player in the world by people even last season and the season before. You can't just say his age as a thing for it.
But my thing was Steph Curry has it. not LeBron or KD. What I'm saying is, in an argument that KD recognized that Steph has it, and he went to go play with a player that has it. because
really, Uncle Freezy, you don't trust KD?
Bro, KD had a franchise eating out of the palm of his hand, and he left that franchise to go play with a dude that had it. It happens. Like for instance, who do you think had who was more physically gifted, Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen?
That's an easy one.
You talking to me, Uncle Freezy?
I mean, it's obviously Jordan. Okay.
You think it's Jordan because he was more productive?
No, you said physically gifted. I understand what you're saying.
I think Scottie Pippen was more physically gifted. Scottie Pippen can physically do more stuff than Michael Jordan, right? Scottie Pippen can physically, yes. Scottie Pippen can guard point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, and power forwards. Mike can guard 2s and 3s.
Wow.
Okay. Do I have to remind you of what Allen Iverson did to Jordan at the free throw line?
Oh my God.
So you don't think that he would have done the same thing to Scotty?
No.
Yeah, no, not Scotty. What?
No. So do Allen Iverson got it? Do he have it? Allen Iverson?
No, I just think he was relatable. I think he was relatable. I think Allen Iverson reminded a lot of people that you don't have to be dressed up in suits and all of that stuff to go do your job at a high level, right? Allen Iverson reminded us of our cousins, our kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? We saw AI with cornrows. We saw dudes around the way with cornrows. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't bad people. That was just a hairstyle. But if you let the media tell it back then, if you had cornrows, you fresh out of jail or something. And AI was like, nah, that ain't how this go. You don't have to, just because you got cornrows don't mean you're a bad person. Stop stereotyping. You can wear cornrows to work and be respected, you know, and do your job good. You know what I'm saying? What I'm getting at is AI was relatable, but he didn't have that thing that made people want to. What superstar left their team to go play with Allen Iverson?
Chris Webber? No, I'm just joking.
He was traded there. Yeah, he was traded there. So, yeah.
Yeah, nobody.
Come on, man. You know Allen Iverson got it.
Hey, come on, bro. Allen Iverson.
He ain't had no. He the only one who had offense on his team and carry his team to the. You know what I'm saying? To the playoff.
What about Melo? Melo didn't do that. Does Melo have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Carmelo have it. Melo have it. Come on, Uncle Freezy.
Hey, Andre Bryant. I'm slowly moving towards the AI has it thing. The more I'm thinking about it, but initially before we started the conversation, I was in a mindset that he didn't have it. So the more I hear these guys, you know, mention stuff, the more I'm leaning that way. But I'm not totally convinced that he has it. I think out of that draft, I think Kobe Bryant had it out of that draft.
Uncle Freezy, Iverson is 6'1" and carry his team to the playoffs.
So first of all, Allen Iverson
and he the only one.
6'1". I've seen Allen Iverson face to face, and he was like, "Yo, you the bodyguard? No, I ain't no bodyguard, man. I'm Uncle Freezy, no bodyguard." And Allen Iverson was up to Allen Iverson is about 5'10" and a half, yo.
Hey, that making my point though. That making my point better though. It's making my point better though.
Okay.
A short guy like that making the playoff, and he was the only guy with offense. Come on, Uncle Freezy. And you playing at Eastern with Patrick Ewing and Reggie Miller them. Come on.
Right. So I was wanting
and the 90s.
I was wanting to move on from the it debate. I didn't really want to talk about it for 2 hours, man. But y'all just won't.
We could go away from it now because now it's repetitive.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was trying to move away from it, like, you know, a while ago, but I wanted to do. But so CWC, let me ask you this: you the perfect person. You the perfect person to answer this question, right? If Tibbs don't make the playoffs this season, is it if Thibodeau doesn't drag this team back to the playoffs again this year? Is it time to start considering making a move?
Who you asking this question to?
CWC.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Because you got the new front office in, and you got a coach on the out do defense, right? But he said he wasn't going to be stubborn no more. So you can't go back and forth what you say.
Right.
Now it's the off season. Now you got players, free agent, and you got a cap with a lot of money. So you could get these guys. The guys that you want, you could go get them now. You know? So we should be, tell you the truth, we should be in the second place in the East next year. If we be in the seventh place, if we be in the 7th or 8th place next year, it's a problem.
But
wait, you said we should be in the second?
It depends on our roster, bro.
In the East?
Oh no. I feel like
why not? We was in the
underrate
4th last year. We getting better. We should be getting better.
Wait, no.
We were tied with two other teams for 4th, and it took some losing and tiebreakers for us to get that 4th. We could have easily lost the game. It would have been the 6th seed. And you can't tell me
but we didn't.
That the 16th.
But we didn't.
But that's not. But you're not living in reality.
It was the same exact record.
But it didn't happen. We was in the 4th
but
seed.
let me ask you this. Okay, so was there any COVID stuff that happened last season?
That played a huge part.
What that got to do with anything?
I don't know why you're looking at it like that, because you said we're the 4th seed and we're getting better. How are we getting better? We have 6 people on our roster. How are we getting better?
Okay, we was in the 4th seed, right? This year, right? So next year we should get in better. Not worse.
But I'm saying, how are you expecting us to get better when us getting the 4th seed was helped with people having COVID protocols and having to miss their best
had
players?
COVID. Everybody had COVID.
Everybody did not have COVID.
CWC says run it back.
Yeah, you're putting that Knicks bias. You got to look at it from an actual perspective. We took advantage, which is, I'm not saying it's the wrong thing, but we took advantage of what was holding back other teams. And you
Derrick Rose had COVID.
Right, we barely had guys out to COVID protocols. We barely had guys out to COVID protocol this past season, barely compared to other teams.
Literally had their best player out for almost 20 games. And then you had the Wizards have so many COVID protocols throughout that time.
Okay. Derrick Rose was out for like what, 15 games? Mitch is out for the whole season.
Yeah, but Mitch is injured. I'm not talking about injuries. I'm talking about protocols.
But hurt is hurt.
No, because you're not understanding. I said COVID, and you're talking about injuries. You said COVID did not play a part in it.
A lot of that's the same thing. Man, listen. If you're not on the court, you're not on the court.
Okay. What about so explain to me how we beat Atlanta 3 times, but then when it came to the playoffs, when they had their whole team, we got a
Knicks. We didn't have all our players either. Look at Burks. He was down. Rose was down.
Okay.
That's worse though. They had injuries when we played them and we beat them, but we also missed players. So I don't know, like. It's like that regular season doesn't matter.
Yeah, we missed players. Everybody missed players on their team.
Just know Boston's not going to stand still.
This is why we play the game. You're going to get hurt.
Celtics going to make moves.
That's a part of the game.
Wait. The people someone in the chat thinks that I'm saying that Real King thinks that I'm saying that the success didn't matter. I'm not saying it didn't matter, but I'm saying you can't look at it and say that we were really that like higher than all those teams, and we're gonna be higher than them this year if we don't do anything. Because if we had that same exact team right now, we're not going to be a 4th seed. Because people got the vaccine now and they got all that. They don't have those protocols like that. Most people are vaccinated. You're not going to have as many situations like that happen. And people are going to be healthy too.
And teams are going to make moves. Boston, they're going to make
so
moves.
so next
Every
year,
team
where
is
do you
getting
think we're
better
gonna be
while
at in the
we're
East?
going to stay put.
Next year, where do you think we're gonna be
It
at in the
depends.
East?
It depends on our roster.
If we don't change our roster up, I say 7. I say 7 to 9.
Yeah,
Believe me, we're gonna change it up. We're gonna change it up. But if we don't get no offense, if we don't get offense until this one defense, we're gonna have a problem.
Okay, so who do you get to address those issues? You gonna run it back?
Yeah. Give us an idea of a roster.
No. Hold up. I give you some ideas. I will go get Powell and Alonzo Ball. That's offense right there. And plus, you got Luka.
Yeah.
So
and then we got those draft picks.
So
and
Powell
we could
from
get
Portland.
and we could go get a scoring center. We could go get Gaza. He a scoring center for hours.
So Powell from Portland, Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
And who else?
And we could get on the guy named Garza. We could go get that scoring center for hour. Garza.
Garza? Oh, Luka Garza. Okay. So
Y'all want another Luka? Okay.
So Luka Garza, Powell, and Lonzo Ball are going to propel us with the present roster we have now to the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You don't think that will work?
And no. I don't at all. So that means you're contending with Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Atlanta. Atlanta's going to be way better.
Chicago has to make a move because
got
Levine's
injury
going to leave
problems.
next season if they don't. So you got to remember, Chicago's going to be they're going to make moves. They got Vucevic under contract. They want Levine to stay, so they're definitely going to acquire talent.
If Chicago can make moves, why can't we make moves?
I'm saying a lot of teams are going to be making the same moves we're going to try and make.
Oh yeah. Every team gonna try to be good next year.
So why do you think our team is going to be propelled to the top? Is what I'm saying.
I think we have an advantage. I think we will have an advantage because we got more money.
Yeah, but the talent
We
you're
got
talking about
we
doesn't
have.
push you any further. I think. I mean, with you saying Norman Powell, it's not. If you sat here and said maybe Kawhi or something like that, you could see a difference in
Hold up. Powell is good. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Powell
He could
is a
score.
good role
He could
player,
put it on
but
the floor.
again, look at who I just
He
mentioned.
doesn't
I
shift the
said Kawhi
goalpost.
Leonard. Are you telling me you take Norman Powell over Kawhi Leonard? You would,
Yes.
right? Because you would not. Let be
He
realistic.
just said
You would
yes.
not, because for the simple fact that Kawhi Leonard is a better player and has more to bring to the table than Norman Powell does. Whether he's injured or not, whether he does the load management or not, what he brings to the table is higher than what Norman Powell does. So if you had the opportunity to sign Kawhi Leonard, you would not miss out on that opportunity and say, "Give me Norman Powell instead." People would laugh.
Yes, I will.
Did that.
I don't care what people think.
I would be one of
That's
those people
crazy.
that would laugh
Okay.
at you and say that's crazy.
Okay.
Lonzo Ball
LA
might
Clippers
be
didn't have
the difference
Kawhi.
because of the fact that we don't have a point guard. But if you sat here and said, give me any other point guard like Kyle Lowry would make a little bit more sense because of the fact that he's seasoned. But if you sat here and said Lonzo, I could understand that. But Norman Powell is not moving that needle for you between going from 4th to 2nd. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that.
All right, let me tell you something.
I don't think anybody here does.
Let me break it down for you. Kawhi is injury prone. Why would y'all want a guy that's going to play 50 games and that's it?
Because those 50 games, he's more than likely going to help you win those. And when it comes down to Norman Powell again, he's not necessarily going to help you win that.
Did he help
And
LA
you're looking at it,
Clippers?
and I'm looking
Did
at
he
him
help
going
LA
to
Clippers
Portland. Portland didn't improve when Norman Powell got there. They basically stayed the same team. And
It called team ball. It called team ball.
We
It's
should stay in
called
the
team
East. I
ball.
want to stay in the East because like there's teams that have more talent than us that had bad seasons this year. It's not like they had bad seasons, whether it was COVID or just being in a different city like the Raptors were. And if you look at like Chicago Bulls, they got
Paul George was carrying the LA Clippers. What Leonard was at? Leonard was in the VIP
Oh
with
my
his
God!
family.
Don't do that, bro. Come on.
These are crazy
There's no way you're
perspectives,
actually
bro.
saying that.
Wait, what y'all talking about, man? I just got back
Bro,
up.
Kawhi, you're telling me
This
that
man just
they
said that he would take Norman Powell over Kawhi Leonard.
Whoa,
Wait,
I don't know about
CWC. So they went down twice, 0-2.
T.Y.
Without
is
Kawhi, they're
injury
doing
prone.
that, right? Wait, no. Answer the question.
What T.Y. was
No,
at when Paul George
They're
was
down
carrying the
0-2.
team?
They're down 0-2. Without Kawhi, they're still coming back both of their series, right?
Yeah, that's why Phoenix beat them.
What's up, CWC? What's happening?
In your logic, that
I'm
means
trying to spit some knowledge to these kids.
that means that PG should have carried them to the finals. Because you're saying Kawhi didn't do much.
So who was saying that they will take Powell over Kawhi? Who's saying this?
CWC.
Yeah, CWC. I don't know about that, man. This is Kawhi Leonard. He's a 2-time NBA.
Okay. Where he was at in the playoff? Play against Philly. Play against Phoenix Suns.
Powell's playing the 3. He's definitely not playing point.
Yeah. No, what you say?
Powell ain't playing the 3.
CWC.
Powell is 6.
You want RJ?
Yeah, Powell is not playing the 3, bro.
Unfortunately,
I want RJ playing the 3.
That's the position he plays right now. He plays a small forward. He's listed as small forward this season.
He's listed as small forward on a team that has Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum.
Yep, and he was the best defender.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
So why New York Knicks talking to Powell then?
Because I think Powell is probably more gettable than a
Not
Kawhi.
probably. That's 100%.
Oh yeah. You're absolutely right. It's 100% more doable than a Kawhi is. But if we have a chance to get a Kawhi, I want to explore that first.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, you're gonna be spending on 40 million a year.
Who's this now? Kawhi?
Yeah.
Well, you got to spend money to
40 million a year, Kevin. Injury prone. That's half our cap. That's half our cap.
Yeah. You got a point, CW. But would that get us closer to a championship?
Nope. Because he ain't gonna be in the playoff. He's gonna be hurt. He's gonna be hurt, Kevin. You see what happened with LA Clippers? He was hurt. He was in the VIP with his family.
I don't know. Yeah. I'll be right back.
And you know the New York Knicks, man, we ain't gonna have that. Oh, keep hurt.
From a talent perspective, I just don't agree. I think that Norman Powell is not going to be better than Kawhi Leonard in any regard, whether he's hurt or not. I think that if you're going to get an opportunity to get a player like that,
if you hurt, you can't play. If you hurt, you cannot play.
Okay, but you're speaking in hypotheticals at this point right now because again, Kyrie
Irving
is often hurt. Kyrie Irving is often injured, and yet he was still playing in the playoffs until the injury that he sustained because of Giannis putting his foot under him. Whether it was a dirty play or whatever the case may be, that's the situation. But again, you have to play in order to get
part of the game.
Yep,
you're gonna get hurt in the NBA. That's part of the game.
Well, Chris Paul is often injured, but I'm sure you'd like to take him too, right?
I'll take CP.
Exactly,
but he's often injured.
Because CP is a floor general. What he has now? He playing, right? He's playing, right? He in the playoff playing, right?
Right now. See how
And
that
they might
goes?
win a ring, right?
But you see how that goes though. He's often injured
But
until he's not.
but he
You're
been
speaking in hypotheticals. I'm always saying he's often injured, but you're saying that not right now.
Kawhi always been injured. Every team
And
he
if
played
Kawhi
on,
was
he be injured.
injured, guess
So
what the Clippers would be?
what if that's the situation with Kawhi Leonard next season? If we attain him, if we acquire him,
He gonna get hurt again. He injury prone.
So you could book that. So I could say Chris Paul could get hurt in Game 5, right? And I'd be right? Because
Chris Paul get hurt.
he's often injured.
But Chris Paul don't get hurt like T.Y. either.
Oh, wait. What happened when they were playing the Warriors and he was playing with Harden? Did he not get injured in a Game 6?
The worst time he got hurt.
When they could have actually taken the Warriors who had KD, Kyrie, and Clay.
He also got hurt in that run with the Spurs, with the Clippers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are we really talking about?
I don't
Semantics. We're talking semantics.
I don't know what y'all.
That's what I'm trying to get CWC to understand. We're talking semantics. This is hypotheticals. You're saying that because he's often injured, that's going to be the way it's going to be for the rest of his career if the Knicks sign him. And what if it doesn't? Or what if he is hurt, but he doesn't? But he plays enough games. Maybe he gets hurt in the beginning of the season or in the middle of the season. It's a 4 to 6 week injury. We can't sit here and keep saying that because of the fact that he's often injured. I wouldn't take him. But again, you look at the record that he has playing in games, and he has a winning record. He has 2 championships for the times that he's not injured. So.
All right, let me. Okay. Check this out. What happened? Check this out. What happened if we get Kawhi, right? Say we get Kawhi, right? And he only played 50 games. Kawhi.
Who's Kawhi?
And he played 50 games. And he played 50 games in the regular season, and he missed the playoff with the Knicks. What do you think the Knicks fans gonna do?
Games? You could say if for that too. What if he plays 82 games?
But he had to be in the playoff.
What if we grade Chris Paul and that happens?
You'll know Chris Paul will be back in 3 games.
Yeah, right.
That's subjective, my God.
I'm surprised he was back this time after that arm injury.
Just know
He's
that
he's a warrior. Some people ain't built like that.
Usually, his track history, he's not built.
In 2018, 2019, missed 22
well,
games.
Keith
Then the
Lemon
next
ain't been
year,
like that since he loved Spurs.
all right, but listen. In 2018,
I'm trying to listen, but I ain't saying nothing.
2018, 2019, Norman Powell missed 22 games, and the next season he missed 30 games. Is he injury prone? And in his first season, he only played 49 games.
He missed a lot of games. Every season, he missed like almost 30 games.
So is he injury prone?
Low management.
I'm talking about Norman Powell, right?
I thought we were talking about Leonard.
I mean, I'm talking about the other guy you were talking about who missed 30 games.
That's why he was asking you to listen.
And then he missed 22 before that year, and he missed 13 the year last year. I mean, this year or last year, whatever. They combined the games this year.
But like I saying, people gonna get hurt. Players gonna get hurt. Nobody ain't perfect. Everybody gonna get hurt.
You can't say that and then use your main argument for not getting
But what I'm saying, he injury prone. That's a bit different. Injury prone, and getting hurt is 2 different things.
But at the end of the day, I don't think what you was trying to say about us being a top seed for the next season. I think that's kind of like delusional, unless Obi and Quickly do have it like we talked about before.
Right.
As far as that, no, you can't like expect to be better if we don't even have our roster filled up. You don't know who's going to be on the roster.
And you also have to think about the fact that, again, their teams is going to always get better, and teams could actually, suffer the certain situations. For instance,
everybody going to get better. Everybody going to get better than that shit.
We can't look at Boston and say all of a sudden, they're a crap team because, they didn't make it to the they was from being in the Eastern Conference Finals the year before, and now they're in a play-in tournament. You know what I'm saying, the following season. You know what I'm saying? They suffered situations where again that team suffered due to injuries, COVID, and all that stuff. So at the
Even
end
with
of the
the
day,
Hornets, if LaMelo's wrist wasn't hurt, who knows where they would be? They could have been a higher seed.
Wait, say that again.
I said LaMelo. If LaMelo didn't hurt his wrist, they could have been a higher seed. We don't know.
Yeah, yeah, we could talk about. I mean, my main thing was just the COVID thing, because the COVID did play a huge factor. I mean, injuries did too, but so many people did get injured. So I'm not gonna use the injury part, but the COVID thing was like an actual thing. That wasn't an injury. It was just them catching it, and then they couldn't play for a good while, especially in the beginning of the
because we
season.
don't know what Brooklyn would have looked like had KD not been pulled out of games due to COVID.
But okay, so Mark Swift in the chat says Chicago has no first-round draft picks. Somebody tell me why we can't create a package to acquire Zach LaVine. How you guys feel about that?
Because Chicago is trying to keep their star player.
Brooklyn Nets don't have no draft pick either.
Brooklyn has a pick in the first round.
If anything, I'd rather just draft Book.
Yeah, Brooklyn has the 27.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a draft pick? I didn't know that.
Do.
Yeah, they actually have. That's actually a pretty good one. They have a first round stuff for this season.
And they could pick up. And they could pick up somebody else.
On Houston Rockets.
Chicago
to get
would have
Harden.
the 8th pick, right? They traded it to the Magic, right? They had the 8th. They would have.
Yeah, they don't got any more. Yeah, they got no
Trying
picks
to take
after
a
this
risk.
draft.
Like,
salute, y'all. What's up? How y'all doing?
What up, Mo? What's going on, brother?
Chilling, man. Chilling. I'm on vacation. I'm in LA. It's like let me hop in and talk some Knicks. Yo, we drafting.
What up, Mo? See, you got that New York shirt on.
Hey,
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
Always
You
rapping.
gotta represent everywhere you go.
Always.
I like it.
Always.
Yeah, get that hat, Mo. Yeah, get that Yankee hat, Mo.
What's good?
Oh
Eddie?
yeah, I do. I mean, but you know, I got my Knick hat. I wear my Knick hat everywhere around here, man.
Yeah, it's the number 1 and 2 big market teams in the
sir.
NBA. So you're just wearing the Knicks and like I don't think Lakers fans really hate Knicks like that either way. So
I don't have any hate for LA. Like this is my first time ever coming to LA, and like this life is just so beautiful.
Are you in Las Vegas?
No, I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
And like this life is so beautiful. Like I respect LA fans. Like I respect Lakers, Clippers, whatever. I feel like Kawhi's not gonna leave. Like why would he leave this lifestyle?
Me neither. I think he's gonna opt in, and this is his home. Like the Raptors thing was weird because he could have went back to back, definitely. But I think to him it was more important to come home. And I think he's still gonna.
He's gonna opt out. He's gonna opt out, but it's just because he can get a more lucrative contract. He can get a more lucrative contract if he opts out.
Yeah, he could do that, but yeah, he could do that, or if he wants to get paid next, or if he wants to just opt in and see what he gets next season. Right. Next season is gonna be a pretty decent, not decent. It's gonna be an okay. He's still gonna be one of the top free agent markets, no matter what. And he could get paid a bag for a good team.
I guess, but he kind of strikes me as somebody that wants to retire with the Clippers now. Like after winning some championships in San Antonio and winning a championship in Toronto, it's kind of like this is like he might retire after his next 4 years. I don't think he has anything. He has nothing else to prove in the NBA.
I mean, he'll be fine. He'll be 36 if he retires. I think. Actually, no, he won't. He'll be 34.
Yeah, and he's like an old 29. You know what I'm saying? He's like he has his injury problems and stuff. And it kind of like feels like of course he loves the game, but Saheem gives me the impression that
he's more concerned about
he loves
himself.
the game to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that he's like.
I just don't think he's gonna do it just because his injuries are like just adding up. So it wouldn't make sense to continue on after that.
Right. Yeah, he's proven everything he needs to prove in the NBA. So
yeah, as a 15, what was he, a 15th or 13th pick? He was traded by the Pacers. For a 15th pick, he's had a crazy career. So if I'm him, I'm happy no matter what. It doesn't really matter at this point.
Right.
So I don't know what Mo, you said you were saying something about the draft. You said who are we drafting?
Yo, I'm like, there's so many wings available, man.
Yo,
if we don't pick up a wing,
no.
Oh my god.
You see, it's not even just the wing. It's just that I legit don't know who we're drafting.
No, there's so many options. This is a very talented draft. Like, let's not miss. Let's not miss.
I don't think anybody's gonna.
Sean, you got feedback, by the way, like some static.
It looks like where we're picking, it's like the sweet spot of the whole draft. Because like after maybe after like the 7th or 8th pick to like the 13th and 14th to like that mid to late lottery, like those are really tough picks. But
I think all those picks can go either way.
Exactly. It's like there's a lot of variables that are going into those like 8, 9, 10 down to like the 14th pick. But after that 14th pick, like it becomes wide open and there's like tons of options where it's like whoever has like OKC has 16 and 18, like those picks are gonna be somebody's gonna fall to them.
Yes,
and he also had the 6 too.
This draft is gonna be so like weird.
Yeah, the six, but that's a pretty much sewn up pick. Like if you're not taking Barnes, you're taking what's the other guy's name? Kuminga. So it's like after that pick is when it gets difficult.
I'm just hoping that someone that's like projected to be in the lottery, that's always been projected to be in the lottery, falls to us at 19th or to a place we can trade up to. So like if like Keon Johnson, like I would want like a Keon Johnson or something like that, like someone who's like really athletic, man.
You see, I do think that this draft, like, no matter what, this whole draft is just gonna be weird. Like I don't know, like a certain, like, some players are 100% gonna go in the lottery, but some that are projected to go in and they can easily fall. So it's so random to me. Even like past the lottery, like to like that whole first round is still weird because in the 20s you basically you could pick a first round talent that's in the 30s, in the 20s, and it wouldn't be a bad pick. It's just really strange.
I did a mock draft. I did a mock draft the other day, and the player that slipped out of the lottery was Bouknight, but OKC snatched him up at 16.
I would trade quickly. I would trade not quickly. I would trade all our picks. I would trade all of our picks for that 16th pick so that I could get Bouknight.
Well, probably you would probably have to trade 19 and 21 to get up to 15, so you can take Bouknight before OKC
I mean,
gets
if I'm being honest, I would easily do that.
Yeah.
Or if they really wanted, like, if they didn't want Bouknight, whatever team it is, because some people are really high or some people are not high at all. Like, if they really don't want Bouknight and they wanted someone else and they say we want Bouknight, we could give them 19 and 32 and a throw-in if they really want to. Because to move a few spots in that area is not as much.
Okay, guys, what are we talking about? What we got?
The draft.
We talking draft. Salute.
What's happening, bro?
Chilling, Cornerstone. I'm chilling straight up.
I hear you. So what's the consensus? What is well, number one, do y'all want to trade these picks to move up in the draft, or what do you if not, who y'all looking at?
I need a wing or a super creator. So like if Book Knight falls to us or like one of those wings, like I don't care. Like there's a lot of talent. Like I like Jalen Johnson. Like I feel like people don't like him, but he's really talented and athletic.
He's talented, but his attitude is garbage.
Yeah, but like the thing is, we need like you look at Mikal Bridges.
Yeah,
I get so angry. Like guys like that, just like they don't need to be like the number one guy, but like they can be like important pieces to like a championship team. Like,
well, let me ask
you don't need to have the killer mentality to be on a championship team. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you could be like a role player, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So let me ask y'all this. Ask the five of y'all this. If we would have drafted Mikal Bridges, do y'all think he would have had the same success that he's having in Phoenix?
No.
If he was with us?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a hard work. Again, the thing that I keep on saying, the intangible is he's a hard worker. That's already a given factor, right?
Yeah.
On top of that, he's a proven winner. He's won 2 out of the 4 championships as an integral piece to that second one specifically. So him coming in, and that's what I kept on saying. He's like maybe Kawhi light, you know, based off the intangibles, the things that he brings to the table. I'm not saying that he's Kawhi-esque, but you know what I mean. As far as the things that he's able to do is reminiscent of what Kawhi was able to do in San Antonio. So I feel like again, the biggest things against him really was one, his age, which is why I laugh at the whole the Obi thing. Secondly, is the is his inability to put the ball on the floor and create for himself, which again is the same things that we complained about with Kawhi Leonard when he got drafted by Indiana. He can't put the ball on the floor, so he's one of those catch and shoot kind of guys, and he couldn't shoot at that point, as opposed to where Mikal was. Mikal was able to at least shoot. So even with the inability to create for himself and others in the offense, he at least was able to space the floor. So that alone already put him a bit ahead of the curve in that regard. So that's why, to me, I feel like, he would have had the same level of success going forward, especially.
Well, I mean, he would also look like a complete different player, too.
Yeah.
He would have been used completely differently. He would have been in different spots. He would have had the ball in his hand a lot more. So, but yeah.
He would be getting, because he took 7 shots as rookie. He didn't have like the best rookie year. He had an okay rookie year, but you gotta understand, like just like Gregory Castillo said, Fizdale would have somehow messed him up, in my opinion, just like he did Knox, because Knox was shooting like 14 shots a game in his rookie season. He averaged 13 on okay efficiency. Mikal Bridges,
but coming from that Villanova system, like you kind of like understand like how to kind of fit into a role. I feel like those players really know how to do that. So I think Mikal like would have like just despite Fizdale like figured it out because he already got that good foundation.
Plus also if you want to Hadouken, what we could have done was get Kevin's guy, Cornerstone Kev's guy.
Who's that?
We could go ahead and get Oubre and have him play in front of Mikal. Like
that's G-Man for life guy. That's G-Man's
G-Man. No, that's also Kev's guy.
Who, Oubre? Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Oubra's my guy.
That's such a strange wave that's developing, bro.
Yeah, but how funny is it that when they got Oubre, right? They got rid of Oubre because they were like, oh, we need to feature Mikal more, especially after that Golden State game when he had the 26 points.
That's not why though. That's not why they got rid of Oubre. Was averaging 19 for them. He had his best season. They traded him for CP3. They didn't really have like too many assets.
No. Yeah, I know why. But I was actually messing with Kev because Kev has always been saying how much he loves Oubre, and I was looking at the dynamic of it was.
Hey, so let me interject right here. I just want to say something real quick. So I just added the Blorangetears Debate League rules to the community page. Right? Hey Mo, have you seen the belt?
Nah,
Mo,
that belt looks
No, I
fire.
haven't seen it.
Mo, hey, you see the belt over my shoulder? The bear has it on.
The belt.
My man won't come out
Oh,
of retirement for that.
Hold on.
I might have to come out of retirement. No.
He's about to come back holding it on his shoulder.
Hey man, last time I was in it, I got killed.
No,
From
I don't know.
From Frank to Tsunami
Stop.
Poppy.
See, now
Kev,
you
is that how it
capping,
is? From Frank to Tsunami Poppy?
Wait. What is it? What does he say? Huh?
That's his commercial name.
Mo, we don't play, bro.
Too funny.
Mo,
Nah,
we
that
don't
looks fire.
we don't play, bro.
That's
This is
fire.
going to the Blorange Debate League Season 1 champ. And I think it might be Mo. Mo, can
The
you
first
imagine?
one, the first one was an exhibition.
I don't know about that. We go.
The first one was a trial run.
Yeah, we had to try it. We had to try it. So this is it. So Mo, you can be walking around Brooklyn with this on, bro.
I don't want to walk around the city with that on.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I'll come on. I'll come on to the show with that on, or maybe like
you're gonna
to
leave
play
with
ball.
that, and you're not gonna come back. You're not gonna be able to come back.
Uncle Freezy wears his Blorangetears debate championship with his gaiters. Show
Yeah.
your gaiters, Unc.
And a glass of wine.
And his bucket hat.
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam. Hey, Mo, and check this out. This is genuine leather and gold plate.
Ooh.
This
That
is
looks like a legit belt.
Oh, is that is that like camouflage in the background?
That is camouflage, bro. This is genuine leather, genuine,
That's
100%
nice.
genuine leather, and gold plate.
I love it. When's the season starting?
We're doing registration through August 15th.
Gotcha.
So once we get everybody registered, we'll start the date.
How do you register?
The stuff is on the community tab.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
All the rules and stuff. And I'll also put the outline for the Freezy Awards. So I'll put some categories out there for the Freezy Awards. And for the viewers, feel free to give me suggestions on other categories. I only want to do 10 to 12 categories because it's expensive. The trophies themselves are like $60. You know what I'm saying? So if I do 12, that's $720, not including shipping and handling for me to get it, and then shipping and handling it for me mailing it to somebody's house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So and I know for some of y'all $1,000 ain't nothing. Like the Cornerstone Kev, $1,000 ain't nothing. But
You out your mind.
I mean, you
out
see
your
him.
mind. You out your mind. And the thing about you will never see that I will never see that financially or just throwing my hat in the fray. I ain't good at debating. I'm too emotional.
Don't be modest, brother.
Hey, DJ, I'm too emotional.
Right, and that clock goes fast, bro.
Exactly.
That clock goes fast.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, just look, we got 2.5 weeks till the draft and free agency.
Right. No doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to look into registering for that.
Yeah, man. And so I put.
Duke, you know what you are? You have the 3 C's. You're cool, calm, and collective.
Appreciate it.
Yes, you don't have to. You don't have.
He articulates himself well too. He articulates his thoughts very well.
Thank you.
Now, and the debate league is set up for guys like D is balling to be in, but bro, the L's are humiliating, bro. The L's are
Yo, I remember when Kev got sweeped. I think it was by Mo or Sports Vibes. He got sweeped and legit. Yeah, he got swept.
He got swept.
It was so. And he want to cry.
Nah,
yo, you know what it is? There'll be rounds where like your opponent gets all the votes, and it's like, wow, like what did I do for the last minute?
So we changing that. So we changing the format on that. So we doing.
I just read it.
Yeah, we doing 1 90-second round, and the voting is going to be done on the community page.
So are you doing one So how are you gonna do it if it's on the community page? Like, are you not gonna do it through the chat anymore?
No, I'm gonna do it on the community, and we're gonna keep the voting open for. We're gonna keep the voting open for 24 hours. That way voters can go back and watch and rewatch before they cast their vote.
And pick the winner by the next
I like
time.
that format.
Yeah.
I like that
So
format.
the next day, and then so if we do it on Saturday, by Monday we'll have the results out there.
That's fire.
That way I can edit the clip and add it. I can edit the clip and put it on the community page, each bout, and then open a poll, and then let them rock and roll from there.
Wait, did you decide how many matchups you're having in one?
Ideally, I would like to have 6 or 7.
6? Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
6 to 7. Right. And so the bouts last 90 seconds, right? Or 3 minutes. Or somewhere in there. It'll probably be about 5 minutes. So if we do 6 and they 5 minutes apiece, we should have it done within an hour.
You know who I haven't seen who's been hiding out literally? Well, two people. I haven't seen Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he usually doesn't come on here. I mean, he usually pops up on Sims Nothing But Knicks, which I would hope everybody checks out. I never see Who's Mark.
Right.
I never see neither one of those two.
Right. Yeah, because the format in the shows be different for different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like this might not be the joint for Who's Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Chuck B has been working.
Oh, he's been working.
Yeah,
okay.
He's been hitting me up behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
Just
making sure he's still alive. You know.
Yeah. And so, but I just wanted to introduce that stuff. So people in the chat, just go check that out. We're gonna have that stuff coming up soon. We're gonna try to do it around, like try to manipulate it, have it in before or after the draft. Probably both will probably be after the draft. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But in that way, we can have time to talk about the draft, and so we'll have more content to talk about.
Hey, Uncle, real quick. Instead of after the draft, why not do it like maybe towards like maybe the first game of summer league or something like that? Just so that way, you can actually get a gauge, because we can sit here and disagree with a draft pick, right? And then they might ball out in the summer league, and have an adverse effect that way. I mean, it's just a suggestion. I mean, it's
That's
your
a good
show,
suggestion.
but,
It's a good suggestion.
Yeah, but it put a lot of work. It put a lot of work on the host, though. It put a lot of work on.
Hey, DSJ, when is summer league?
August 5th.
I just about to say, I think it's August, around first week of August.
Yeah.
Yo, I just saw something crazy from The Athletic. They said Golden State has already internally discussed the idea of trading for Blazers star Damian Lillard. Oh, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be sick.
That would be insane.
Where's Clay gonna? Where's Clay gonna be? Yeah, that is a front.
Nah, Clay could play small forward. He's fine.
Who they traded?
They would probably trade 7, 14, Wiseman,
Wiggins.
and
Wiggins.
As much as they say about us trading with all these Damian Lillard trades, that how they would include RJ, they got to include Wiseman for that.
Yeah,
Wiseman
not bad.
Isn't better than RJ, but he's still the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they give him the 7, 14, and Wiggins, and whatever else.
Right. I can dig that. I can dig that.
That would be tough, though.
Yeah. Hey guys, real quick, what do y'all think about the prospect that was on that they was showing on Knicks Fan TV? That guy,
Verge, Bildenberg, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been scouting him, and I love his game, and I think he could bring a lot to the table if we retain him in that second pick.
Okay. Did you see him,
He's a 6'11" guard, right?
He's 6'11", right?
Yeah. He's about 6'11", but I mean,
he doesn't.
I'm very skeptical, especially after the whole Porzingis thing and Lauri Markkanen. Those guys had those same intangibles of being able to. Well, at least Lauri Markkanen had a better intangible of putting on the floor, creating a little bit for others.
Right.
Not as much.
Right.
But DJ, he's different because he actually can run your offense. He makes passes that the top point guards in the league make. He can make the pocket pass. He can make the hook pass.
How's his handle?
Yeah, he's doing it right. He's doing it
I
right
mean,
now.
he's solid.
Those other guys. No, he's doing it right now. Yeah, he's doing it right now. But the other guys were projected to do that, and things didn't pan out.
Porzingis was not projected to do that.
No. I'm talking about projected to be in their skill sets. Is what I'm saying. Like Porzingis was projected to be a stretch four, right?
Yeah.
He's projected to be a stretch four. He wound up being a center. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like the whatever the dude name is, right? He is doing it.
Marketing?
No.
You're talking about the prospect. Yeah. Okay.
He's already doing it right now. His size is just a byproduct of what the dude's already doing.
He's in the Belgian league, though. Is that a good league?
It's not bad. They play against teams.
Yeah, it's not bad, but he wanted to stay there instead of going to that big league. That I guess that's Spain league, that Spanish league.
Yeah.
And he had offers to go to Illinois and to some other schools,
right?
And turned that down and everything. So again, he looks like someone that could help our team out. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. I think he's someone that can help our team out. That's all.
Hey, I just want a piece, at least one piece from this draft. That's all I want. Like give me someone who's just gonna be here for the next 5 years. Let's not trade any of the people we drafted last year, and let's just have a team of guys we drafted.
Right.
Let's get it right on this picks. I mean, how many times have we riffed with again, Frank is not a. I won't say Frank is a bad player, but again,
we could have had Donovan Mitchell. We could have had Donovan Mitchell.
Man, we all know Frank sucked.
Hey man, chill out.
Yeah, you're
no NBA player sucks.
See, that's he's poking the bear. That's all he's doing. He's poking the bear.
That's what he do.
That's all he does.
We all know Frank only show up in FIBA.
Hey Mo, we know that he's impalpable.
Could we pass on?
We know he's Emperor Palpatine, from Star Wars. That's who he is. He's the Emperor, the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Frank is trash.
Again, he's. Yeah. Okay. All right. Whatever.
Bro, can somebody in this panel tell me that offensively Frank ain't trash?
He's not offensive. Okay.
He plays. He looks like a completely different person in France, bro. So he's not trash.
I'm about to say,
it's just that he just doesn't play well with the Knicks.
But D, it's not the NBA. That's what he's going. That's his fallback. It's not the NBA.
Right. Uncle Freezy used to be the man in junior high. But it ain't like the NBA.
This ain't junior high no more.
Freezy, let me tell you something. If you put teams, not the super teams that they put together, that's not what I'm talking about. If they put like a regular team in a FIBA league, you think that regular team is just going to go undefeated and destroy everybody?
Yes.
You're out of your damn mind.
Everybody. Did you see how
Damian Lillard choked?
Don't tell
Did you see how Damian Lillard choked in this FIBA league?
What that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yo, Freezy, you got like a.
Hey, D is balling. Hey,
Dame is living rent free in your head right now. You gotta chill out.
I can't hear you, DSJ. I'm sorry. What?
I said, according to Freezy, what's his face? Otto Porter Jr. is gonna be a superstar over there in FIBA.
Yeah, right.
Superstar.
Yeah, you out of your mind.
Oh God!
It don't work that way.
Man, I saw this dude on the Nigerian team hit back-to-back threes in Damian Lillard's face in FIBA.
Nigeria, stand up.
Nigeria, stand up.
I see them hit 5 threes in a row and couldn't miss at all in everyone's face. They literally hit like 19 of 32 threes.
Right.
In everyone's face.
But it's not Damian Lillard's fault. Damian Lillard don't play defense on the perimeter.
Can't.
It's all Damian Lillard. We are not trading for Damian Lillard because he lost to Nigeria.
No, we're not trading for Damian Lillard because Hulu has live sports.
You better know it.
Bro, what are we talking about?
Okay, wait. You actually want Sharife Cooper?
Sharif Cooper would be great, but like, do we have the time to develop Sharif Cooper?
What's your problem with Sharif Cooper, Hadouken?
They saying he can't shoot.
I don't have.
I'm asking Hadouken.
I've watched him since high school,
Uh-huh.
and he was crazy in high school,
Mhm.
and then he has some problems in college.
He did.
I don't want to draft him for us, but I think he'll be good on another team because I don't think we.
I don't think Tom wants anything to do with him. He'd be too much of a defensive liability. I like him, but I don't think he fits the team.
He could not score in college that well. Horrible percentages, and he mainly got free throws. He shot 9 free throws. His draw rate for free throws was 56%. That's insane.
Yeah,
those are most points.
And he would fix certain things that we need on a team. But I think, as far as playmaking, getting the offense set up and getting into the lanes and setting up others. But the issue is that I don't think Tom is gonna be patient with him defensively.
Plus his height.
Look, I saw him play against Baylor the other day, right? They're just looking at old games, and I'm just saying Baylor just had their way with him, bro. They scored at least 30 or 35 points with him somewhere in the defense.
He averaged 5 turnovers, even though he did average 9 assists. Like he has not bad playmaking at all.
Is he better than Frank?
Here we go again.
I think a lot. I think it's not hard to say anyone is worse than Frank. Frank is FIBA Frank. I don't know about FIBA Frank, but NBA Frank, he is better than NBA Frank.
Okay.
If France gets to the medal contention, the gold medal contention, do you think Tibbs rethinks what what do you think Tibbs will say? You know what? Let's give him a chance. I'm just asking.
I don't think Tibbs cares, yo.
It won't even matter because he's a free agent, so you have to re-sign him to begin with.
Right.
And then Tibbs is the decision maker, and
that will probably increase his contract a little.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, DSJ and Hadouk, this is what I was saying before when we were talking about. You probably heard the show of where we're talking about if we keep him or dump him. What I said was, instead of management sitting with him, they should sit with Tibbs first to see if they could use him. If they could use him, then you offer him a contract, and then he'll go and see. Hold on one second, guys. They would see how much he's worth, and they would see if they can, match it or whatever. If Tibbs says, you know what, I can't use him, then he can go someplace and sign, and we won't match it. That's my whole thing. They should sit down with Tibbs first. Well, yeah, if that's the case, so be it. But when he comes back and helps teams beat the hell out of us, then it's gonna be like, but you wanted him out of here.
I'm not mad at that. If Frank come back with the Brooklyn Nets as a defensive stopper, I'm not mad at that.
That's a prop. That'll be a tough.
You know what I'm saying? Frank in Brooklyn, wearing the acid wash jerseys. I ain't mad at that.
Hey, I wish Frank the best out of any other team, but if he goes to Brooklyn, I'm done.
I think he has pride. He wouldn't do that.
Okay. All right.
No. Hey guys, I gotta run, man. I gotta get out of here and do some stuff, man. I got some. Okay. I'm working on some stuff. Hey, Cornerstone, I'm working on y'all logo.
Okay.
The Pod Couple logo and intro and all that stuff. So
you know what you should do? You should make the logo of me choking him by the neck. That's what you should do.
Ironically, G-Man for Life said something similar.
Oh my god!
It's crazy.
Something similar. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you everybody for coming through, man. I had a really good time, man.
Absolutely. How'd you like? Peace.
All right, peace out.
No doubt. Peace out.